Try again until you fail again.
Yeah,
we fumbled the bottle, but we've still got the cards.
A lot of the questioning right there was what the thief does to Marcus. I think he was doing a backstab or a theft. He was probably doing a theft. You may discard a card and try to steal a small item carried by another player. You have to roll a die, 4 more succeeds, otherwise you get whacked and lose a level. So he tried to steal that small item, was not successful, and looks like he lost. And he looks like he lost a level, I believe.
Yeah, and that's gonna rough. You know, the thief goes well because you can have a class, can have a race. Is paired nicely like a Merlot and a cheese.
That is true.
Paired really well with a halfling, because if you steal that item and then you got that halfling card as your race, you can sell it for double. So you can essentially level up every time you steal an item.
That is true. So you see Jeremy knocked down the door right there.
Knock down the door. That door is knocked down. Now, if you were to knock down a door, how would you do it?
I would try my hardest. I wasn't be sure if I got it, but so he had a curse. It is the change text curse, -5 to your next combat due to distraction. After that, there's no further penalty. However, this change is permanent.
Oh,
so
nice.
if he declared himself as a male before the game, he transitioned himself to a female.
Now, you declare your sex at the beginning of the game, unless you want to just be the sex that you are.
Yes.
But yesterday I played as a woman, and it turned out to really help me, except for when fighting the Amazon.
And you have, you have to declare, because certain, like you said, bonuses and cards will either fight you or you have. So, for instance, if you are declare yourself as a male, you can use the Gentleman's Club, which is a +4 bonus, but only usable by males. It's stuff like that that gives you certain bonuses that you may not think is important, but in a game like Munchkin, you really could determine the outcome of the game.
Right. The only gentleman's club I was ever in was the Boy Scouts.
Wow, that is a very good one.
And that was, I thought it would help me, but I never learned to slip.
I mean, I've seen you play a few Munchkin games. I'm not sure if you got your Munchkin merit badge while you played there. That's something you'll have to delve into the history books.
What is your Munchkin merit badge? That's a great question. What do you get on the side? Is it like a picture of the Limburger sandwich?
It could be.
I want to know.
So Marcus,
can you show me?
Marcus plays down a nice card right there.
That is a great card. It's a brilliant card.
It is a, I believe, is a curse.
Monster Enhancer? No, not a Monster Enhancer. Because, the Platycore's out. Because he's fighting a Platycore right now.
It is a +5 to a monster.
Yeah, so what just happened is it looks like we have a fight. We've got a good fight with Ben in there, Platycore, and Chaz said, let me add to that.
I believe actually it was Marcus who threw down the +5 to add on. So now the Platycore went from a level 6. It is now a level 11.
My eyes fail me.
How dare you eyes? Failing me as well too.
No, you're young. I'm old. I'm ancient.
It's just numbers.
3 with the rock, 6.
I got 3, so it's
a
lot of hand signals. Lots of hand talking in Munchkin.
It's 11?
Yeah.
You can feel the mood of this as the game gets on. Everyone nice to each other in the beginning of the game, and now that trip to Vegas is on the line, advancing to the next round.
12 to 11.
As we see right there. Oh, he played
and by the way,
me out.
Says, you may discard
which means he can solicit the help of anyone, I believe, and they cannot. Well, no, I'm sorry. He can play this card while he's in combat. He can take one item from any other player, and at the moment he takes it, he must make the difference between winning and losing that combat. So what did he take, and did he win? It looks like he did, because he's taken those treasures, but they're going to split them up.
And as we see,
he was assisted.
There was the Gentleman's Club as spoken, and the Horde, which is draw 3 more treasure cards immediately. So trying to talk about the treasures, it looks like Ben got 2 while Chaz got 1. And these are big, so as you see right there.
Yeah, because I noticed a doppelganger was picked up.
Yeah, Chaz just threw up.
Oh, he did? Are you okay, Chaz? Chaz, I'm so sorry. Somebody get him a napkin,
Chaz
please.
threw his Horde and got his 3 cards right now.
Right. And then I will use my Halfling ability on
that doppelganger was one of the treasures that was drawn, which is one of my favorite cards in the game. Basically summons your exact duplicate with your items, I believe. You can use it only once, but very important if you're fighting a monster, especially on those higher levels when you've accumulated a lot of treasure and you're ready to go to town.
Hasn't been a whole lot of movement upwards.
I see some boots.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. He's been stealing all of our small items. And Everybody else has been too paranoid.
It seems like a cordial game, though. There's no standing yet, no in your face.
So far.
Without the small items we used.
I mean, I remember yesterday at one point you definitely slapped Cameron.
Okay.
I mean, he deserved it, but
I definitely did not do that. I wanted to do that, but I kept it cordial.
Will not attack a thief?
Oh, yes.
What
Is
can
that,
you
my,
get?
that's the insurance? No, that is
All right.
level
13 against 6.
I think you're going to win.
Unless anybody messes with me.
Lawyers. Lawyers. When you're fighting lawyers, know the law. Will not attack a thief, which is no good for Chaz because he isn't one. But it looks like he is going to go ahead and just defeat it automatically. He's pretty powerful. So he's going ahead, take 2 treasures on his own. He goes up a level. This could be a big turn point because if you'll notice, he
just played a card that gave him another level. So that's 2 level right there.
He's pretty equipped. He's got that flaming armor. Flaming armor,
which is a
really
plus 2
impressive
bonus.
title.
That's like wearing a really hot sweater at Christmas.
Just played a really
think he can
impressive
steal.
title for plus 3 bonus.
Would he be Sir
Doesn't have
Chaz?
the
Sir
value.
Chaz of the Los Angeles Dodge?
Yeah. No. Say value or no value.
Sir Chaz.
That doesn't mean
Sir
anything. The
Chaz.
thief can
Sir
steal
Chaz
small
what?
items.
Sir Chaz.
It's not an item.
Yeah, it is.
Flaming armor. Love
Your
it.
turn.
I'm trying to see what else he has equipped. He's got a lot down there.
Steal your. Try to steal the pantyhose back first.
What?
Okay.
Yes, imagine saying that
Marcus there discard a
conversation a lot.
humongous monster
Stealing
right there.
pantyhose back
Left
from the guy.
Chaz also has that chainsaw of
Since
bloody
it's not once per
dismemberment,
turn.
or as I like to call it, the Home Light XL.
That is exactly what you think that it
I'm gonna
sounds
try to
like.
steal the boots now.
That's my boomstick.
Yep.
Look at that thing. The best part about that is
Level
it
1,
looks
so
like a cleric
back to level 1.
with headgear, I believe, if you look at the card.
One more.
And
Try
what
to steal
cleric
the boots
do you
again.
know? Is that a smile or headgear?
Sir.
Did you ever have headgear as a child?
I did not have headgear. I did have braces.
Good for you. Good for you. Uh-oh.
Here's one small
What do we
item.
got?
I guess I'll use.
Oh, yeah. Level 1.
So curse was played. He loses 1 small item. That is Marcus. So he discards those spiky toes.
Spiky toes.
Those we believe was a plus 2 bonus only. The boots of black.
Take him to
Kiki,
Vegas
so
and
he
he wins.
loses
This
that.
is crazy.
Kick that butt. Kick that butt. We're going to do a lot of singing, I feel like. We haven't done much yet, but we'll get there. Lots of singing about items.
We have a lot of regionals to cover.
Yeah. So we're sorry for you out there who don't want to hear this.
I'll take the singing level to myself.
Okay,
I'll do that.
fair enough, fair enough. Oh yes, and we've got a thief and an elf, I believe. A thieving elf. So that's a good combo. A thieving elf from Mr. Jeremy.
Halfling.
And
Gain of the halfling right
another
there
halfling.
by Chaz.
Now, Chaz puts that into his hand, and he can hold on to that.
And as you see, he raises his eyebrows looking for
maybe potentially some suitors for a trade.
Oh, that's fast.
I like counting the level numbers, like 1, 5, 4, 3, because it makes me sound like some sort of passcode to my gym locker. Wizard is tossed by Mr. Chaz, which is nice because he doesn't have a class out there.
Doesn't seem like there's much reason not to be a wizard at this stage.
Jeremy is currently a level 3 right now. I believe Marcus is a level 2. I'm not entirely sure off of that. A lot of this is a fast-paced game. You lose your level, you lose
your level, you lose your
class.
mind, lose your items.
3,872
and he is looking for
orcs.
trouble. Did he find it? He's placing down, and that looks like
Ooh,
the
those.
3,945, 8 million orcs that he's going to fight. Level 10. And this is going to be a fun fight right now because
To correct you, they're actually 3,800.
yeah, no, that's what I said.
Anything?
That's
What-
that's
what's your-
definitely what I said.
But then you said 2 million, 1,500 million, trillion.
I never added a thousandth with a T. I
could backstab,
I
you
didn't
use
add a
your
TH.
potion.
I know
Together we can make it 9.
All I know is that is a lot of orcs
So
that
many
someone
orcs.
has to defeat.
So many orcs, so many spikes. Look at all their googly eyes. So it looks like, considering Marcus is in the lead pretty, I mean, marginally at this point, that they're probably going to try and defend, and they're talking about it. Who has something,
Actually, played,
a monster
Chaz
effect they
just
could throw
played
down?
this. Chaz just played
Sorry,
this.
Chaz is who I meant. Chaz. My fault. I got so many discrepancies with the. And he does. He defeats it on his own, and he's going to take that treasure.
3 treasures.
3.
That's a good win right there. For
Oh
Chaz.
yeah,
Gains another level.
goes up a level, so that should probably put him at a level 6. It looks
After I
like.
got
He's looking to
treasures
see
and
if
I
he's-
manipulated
He's got to
the
do something
half
about
hours.
those cards. He's
He
got
has
6
6
in his
cards.
hand, right? Okay. And he's got an Apple
I hate
Watch.
doing this 'cause I
I mean,
feel
if
like
it's
he's
me, I
gonna
discard the
target
Apple
this
Watch
immediately.
and
He
I
probably
keep all
is.
the rest of my items in my hand.
So when I do this,
But that's me.
I'm not sure how much of a bonus an Apple Watch will give, though.
That's a good point. I mean, so he puts
Plus 3
something down in
bonus
his
to
backpack.
clerics only. So I can't use it right now, anyways.
He's got a couple items down there.
So yes,
What is he up to?
the
One-handed.
embodiment.
Actually, what's that about that? Why don't I just sell these 2 for a level? There it is.
So we see a lot of changing level, lose a level curses. Looks like Ben's not happy with that play right there. What you thought would be your friend at the
Yeah.
beginning of the game could possibly be your worst enemy at the end of the game.
Little lame goblin.
And that is essentially my shame.
Is it weird that I felt like at the end of our game you were my worst enemy and you started as my best friend? And yet here we are today?
I will not confirm nor deny that.
Let's get 1 treasure.
That is why they put that. They put this
You're a
huge
haze.
center divider in between us.
You're a haze of discrepancy, Justin Gillerman. Okay, there we go. We are on to Jeremy, who tosses out a great card.
a monster. I believe it's
One item.
a tongue demon. Not
before combat.
I actually have to get a better look.
Get a better
Of
look
that
at it.
one.
And the players are debating what to do here. Lots of thinking. Again,
I believe it is.
Let's get one in your
the
hand.
tongue demon.
It is the tongue demon.
It's a level 12 tongue demon, a creature from hell.
You could just say it.
+4 against clerics. You must discard 1 item before combat.
Does he any
Farewell.
item or big, small item?
Not a
Well,
good card
good
for someone trying to defeat it if you have to discard a card.
I once met a level 10 tongue demon.
So he's going to see and try run away again. It has to be a 5.
You could have asked for help. Could have.
Or he might be using the thief card. Ooh.
Ooh, 3.
I'm not going to name any names, but Angela Hayes, you were my
quite enough.
favorite tongue demon.
So he did try to run away, lost, and what happens is a really disgusting kiss costs you 2 levels.
Oh yeah.
And if you are now, that's 3 levels.
turn
So I
then?
believe he just lost 3 levels right there, and that's how quickly a game of Munchkin can turn.
brutal. But he did have. He was a thief. Oh, and look, he's a thief elf, right? Is he trying to, or did he? Is he just? He can't even run away, can he?
Okay.
Well, he tried to run away, and I
Discard the
believe I believe he lost that runaway.
Yes.
Okay. So that's tough. That's a
That's
big
a-
loss for Jeremy there. That puts him back at the beginning. And you can't go below level 1. Is that correct?
Cannot go below
Okay.
level 1.
Even though sometimes we all feel negative, you can't do it. Oh, and we've got the
Level 12
level
Bigfoot
12
right there, played by
Bigfoot.
Ben.
That makes it
And that
worse.
is Harry, and it's against the halfling. It is a +3 to halflings. If you're
I would need
small,
2
you
treasures.
can't conquer a big foot.
What about you?
And that is what happened after a while when you forget to shave your legs.
How many treasures
Your
do you
leg
want?
just grows and you become a Bigfoot.
Deal.
That is just logic speaking to itself. That's not me being scientific. That is just
Do you
logic.
have a picture we can throw up on the screen of your...
Back in my day, when I was 12 years old, it happened to me all the time. That was just a lazy summer that I had.
Okay.
Mrs.
yeah,
Gillerman,
that's
we
enough.
need a pick, please.
Unless somebody's going
As
to
you
try
see, we
anything.
played the hat. He's doing something with that halfling
Okay.
card.
He can't. He's.
How much are you
And
guys?
it looks like he might. I mean, if he has to
Well,
run
let's
away
see.
from
9
this, if
plus
Chaz has to
7,
run away, is it
16.
Chaz?
No, it
that's
is
fine?
Ben's turn.
It is Ben. It's Ben fighting it. I was gonna say that.
See, Chaz is
Chaz is
excited.
Chaz is
excited about the
pumped.
possibility of this outcome.
He's pumped.
Okay, no problem.
Who are you backstabbing?
Oh, you can backstab both of them. Backstab.
Which
Ben's
one of us
thinking
is backstab?
says one, not one, not
I'm
twice.
backstab you.
Anyone want to come with me? He's got that huge
I'm
rock.
doppelgangering myself, so we're
Oh,
up
he plays the
another
doppelganger. There it is. And does that put him over the edge? The Bigfoot is essentially
burns
level
cards.
15 against him.
bad stuff.
And,
So it's
but
a
if I'm
Bigfoot.
doing my math correctly,
Not much. Mostly, I just really need.
looks
the treasure.
like, because
I
he's
know
got that
that.
+2 bonus, and that doppelganger is going
Where's
to
the
include
head
your
you
items
were
as
wearing?
well. And the gentlemen are
much of a
discussing,
loss.
maybe
No,
does
but
anyone
again,
want to
I
bring
need the
him
treasure.
down
Yeah.
And a
emotionally
level.
and
Okay.
via card points?
Yeah.
And it looks like,
Okay.
boom, he beats
did
it.
get it. Gets 3
but
treasures.
Schlammy, he took out a pair of clippers, clipped all the nails,
take this one.
and said, I don't care if I'm a
Flip 'em over. No,
halfling.
he doesn't.
Read the rules.
All right.
Help in combat. Cards are face up.
Ah.
Yeah, no problem.
And here we are on a
Yeah.
Chaz. Nope, still Ben collecting some treasure.
I got burned on it a couple
we're going
years
to
ago,
a
so-
rule. looking at some rules here. I think combat is over though, so I don't know what they are talking about that they would be
Rewards.
there would be a discrepancy.
Let them talk it out amongst themselves
Yeah.
right now.
I love reading though. Reading in general, it's always fun when you
I draw the
start reading
cards
a
and
rule
distribute
book that
them
you're
according to the
unfamiliar
arrangement we
with,
reached.
especially a rule book like Munchkin, because there's so many creative little whims in there. Talking about, you know, Steve Jackson's a pretty funny
Draw
guy.
it face down.
Comes up with funny stuff.
So we are gonna have a rule consultation coming up. So our resident Munchkin judge, I believe it will probably be CJ again.
Mr. CJ probably come back out. Oh, and it looks like he is showing the cards on the table.
Okay, so I gain 1 level from the Bigfoot.
Yes.
Oh man. And I think they've agreed he's still going to keep the treasure. I didn't know that he fought that with anyone.
Okay.
I didn't. So I wonder why he had to show the treasure. But it looks like they've resolved the issue amongst themselves. Good for you. Good
sell
for you
this
for
in
talking.
We can only hope though that CJ got all the way up there to be told that he didn't need his help.
Get any card I
Because we
want.
do know he's got horrible shin splints. Not the best at walking.
So right now Chaz is, I believe, in the lead at level 7.
Ooh, and that's getting there.
That is getting there. I think
Ben still.
Jeremy is actually at a little, maybe, I think is level 6 or level 7 as well. We'll have to get some more information on that.
Ben still just thinking. This has been a long turn for Ben.
Hey, you need all the strategy you
yeah.
can get. Take your time, Ben.
We're excited because this is a Swiss
I'm
tournament.
gonna
So
sell
that
this
means
to go
that
two
it's not a
levels.
one and done here with
Exactly.
us at Unrivaled.
using
We've
the
got
half
a
card
couple
double
ways
value.
to stay alive, to keep playing. Oh, yes, a wand of dowsing. A wand of dowsing.
So as we see, actually,
Is there a 9
I believe Jeremy's a level 9.
Now that wand of dowsing,
Jeremy just, I think,
he played it. You can go through the discards to find any one card you want. Take that card and discard this one.
And I will
Usable once
equip
only.
that now.
So I think that got him another level. I don't know if that got him. I
still
think Jeremy
technically
used that.
Just equip the badass bandana. Love it. +3 by humans only. So I don't know how that. Does he have a super munchkin out there?
There's 2 cards.
Confused why he's equipped. Oh yeah, no, yeah, he's a human is his race and he's a wizard class, so he can have that on.
Nope.
So he is jacked.
First
Uh oh, but he's
player
got
to the
cursed.
victim's left draws a card.
Oh, lose 2
Excuse
cards.
me, yeah, excuse me again for
keeps a
saying
card.
that Jeremy was at level 9. I
take
believe.
one
I
of his
believe
cards.
Ben has actually got that
take a
2-point
card
bonus,
from
so
my
I
hand.
believe he's at a level 9 or level 8 right now. He's still in the lead, I believe.
Really, Ben? Good for Ben. Good for Ben.
Involved in this.
As you can see
So
the
you're not
excitement on
involved in
his
this,
face.
unfortunately.
And you see Marcus is trying to figure
There's
out
the
ways.
guy.
Oh, he got a
Oh,
random
and
card.
that's. Oh, I see a Duck of Doom. Oh my gosh.
That is going to be a good card for him to
That is
use
later.
because he can use that. It's a curse. The Duck of Doom is a curse that when thrown upon someone, they automatically lose 2 levels. So if you're right at that level 9 about to win and you get that Duck of Doom curse thrown on you, then you are finito. Not finito, but you lose 2 levels.
You're kaput.
And
You're
your mindset,
basically.
yeah.
I mean, I've had a mallard sit on my head before, and I can tell you it wasn't pretty. Ooh, and there's
The
a divine
intervention.
intervention. Do we have any clerics on the board though? I don't know
I'm
if
not
we do.
sure.
So I don't think that has any bearing whatsoever.
So, just for our viewers, the Divine Intervention is a card you must play as soon as you get it.
Of course.
All clerics immediately go up a level, and this can be used to win the game, actually, for the Divine
Yes.
Intervention. And if this card makes you win, you are entitled to mock the other players mercilessly.
Mercilessly. I would do dance.
You might not beat a monster to win, but I would use this because it does tell you to mock people mercilessly. And coming from a Munchkin player in another game, tabletop, I love to mock players, especially when I'm doing the best.
I can see that. I mean, especially coming from the bad streets of Anaheim.
Yeah.
I know that that's something that you grew up with. Mockery.
That is true.
What do we have out there? A level, looks like a level 10. There it is.
That's a level 18
Oh, I'm
Bull
sorry.
Rock.
My old eyes. my
But will
ancient
not
eyes.
pursue anyone of level 4 or below. As you see right there, Chaz is a level 7, Ben is a level 9, and Jeremy and Marcus are, or Marcus is a level 3, or
Yeah, Jeremy's
Yeah.
level 3.
Jeremy is a level 3, Marcus is a level 3, Ben is a level 9, Chaz is at 7. Thank you to our great camera crew right there for
Yes.
helping us out get those levels. We want to be 100% confident on the levels all the time. Sometimes if we're wrong, we're wrong. We make mistakes, but we want to help you, the viewer, be well aware as well. So
So trust us, but don't trust us. Is what we're trying to say.
Exactly. Much like this game of Munchkin. We'll do our best, especially in a game like Munchkin where levels are kind of figured out how you're going to do it.
Title.
We're going to do our best. Other games like Nevermore, King of Tokyo, Ascension, Villagers and Village, a lot easier to kind of just wing it and freestyle it.
So it's going to be interesting because there's going to be a lot of going after Ben here. If he truly is at level 9, like we think we say, it could be some backstabbing going on real fast because no one wants him to win and head on to that next round. Cleric, which would have been huge with that Divine Intervention because that is Ben playing. So that would have put him over the top had he drawn that earlier. But
I actually believe Ben is now, I don't know if that was a curse that was played by Jeremy to knock Ben down to another level.
Did he play the Duck of Doom?
I don't, Marcus has the Duck of Doom, but I'm not sure if Jeremy played a curse that knocked Ben down a level.
Okay, well, we'll find out. We'll make sure we get that info to you, our viewers, our beloved viewers. So glad to have you here.
Yeah, we got a good audience going on right now, especially on the Twitch at twitch.tv/Oomba. But also, we have a great turnout right here at the GameWorks, at the Ontario Mills Mall in Ontario, California. It's just a great start to have for our Unrivaled Tournament Series Regionals.
We're stoked. This is the first of 13.
First of 13.
We got a long way to go.
We do. We have our next 3 are going to be next weekend's in Vegas. Don't know about you, but I'm going to be enjoying myself in Vegas.
What's that face? The level 2 gelatinous octahedron.
And then in 2 weeks we are in San Francisco on July 15th.
I don't know if I want to learn.
And July 22nd we are in Seattle. So our next 3 we have tournaments in Denver, Dallas, Kansas City, New Jersey.
We're not just staying West Coast.
We are
spanning the country. Oh, gelatinous octahedron. Try saying that while you're reciting any other rap lyric.
So we can drop
gelatinous octahedron.
Yeah,
no,
so
can't.
unless you're
it's only a level 2, so should be pretty easy to paint, but this might be a point in the game where players
Besides, he's at level 9.
use bonuses and curses and try to get those people knocked off that.
Maybe use a monster enhancer.
Including
feel free
the
to,
ever-annoying
feel free to
wizard
tweet
get
at
out of
us.
jail
We'd love
free
to
card.
talk to you. We've got our Twitter handles up there.
Yeah, mine.
give you guys
tweet at Justin Gillerman at JKGill3. Let me know what you want to hear, what you want to talk about. If you have any questions.
Yep.
Tim, what is yours?
Somebody else
It's
goes
at
first.
Chick McChicken.
And then I get
That's exactly what I want to hear right there. I love chicken.
I only say the things you want to.
Fisher is
It looks like I see a potion of halitosis picked up by
I
Chaz.
don't know why more people don't
So
use
that'll be
the half.
interesting. Ben
all right.
is
Your turn.
Ben is close.
debating, thinking, pondering, pondering.
Can I do anything nasty now?
I don't want to get any text from Uber right now. Come on, I'm focused.
Let's see, so I'm at 3 plus.
Lot of
I'm at 8.
It's an undead monster.
I don't know about you, but
You are
I'm
level
really
3,
excited
so it
about the
won't
other
chase
games
you.
today as well. And I mean, I'm pumped about. Oh, and now we have an undead. We've got the level 16.
You would need help from
brothers
somebody
are
with a
in
lot of
play.
equipment.
And this is exciting because remember, as we stated earlier, if
Or
anyone else
somebody
has an
who's
undead
cleric
monster in
game.
their hand, they can toss that
Then
fight.
again, neither
They can
one
toss
of us
that
are
monster
really
into
inclined
the
to
fight, into combat, and that person will
I'll
have
just
to
use a
battle
magic
both
lamp.
of those
So
monsters.
it'll
But
vanish,
a
but I'll still
magical
get the 4
lamp
treasure.
has been played.
Yeah.
Justin, what do we know about a
Use that
magical
to get
lamp?
to here.
Magical lamp is you may use the lamp only on your turn. It summons a genie who makes a single monster vanish, even if you had already failed your run away. So if you ran away, you lost, you got a magic,
And I think we're
you
on
play the
top
magic
four
lamp,
levels,
boom,
which
you're out of it. No repercussions or anything.
And it looks like that's what he did there.
And
He
exactly.
got out, easy. Do you
And
get to keep the treasure?
It does. If it was the only monster you were facing and
melee
it wasn't a
bodies,
combined
so I'll
monster,
go
you
up
do take the
1
treasures.
level after combat.
And I see some fiery pits of hell being cast.
It is he actually mutilated the bodies, if we're going
love
to
it.
be honest with himself. So he goes up a level with that. Now he's trying to discard, and what is he throwing there? Ooh!
He's a level?
No, I
Is it
believe that is
retest or gain a level?
I think he goes up another level right there. So that's 2 levels
now the
gained
charity's
by
gonna be coming your
Marcus
way.
in that small 1 turn, and that's kind of how things can change right there. Like boom,
Is that
boom, 2 levels.
I like your
It has
sound
something to
effect
do
better.
with
I
it.
think it's
Oh, no,
concise.
I use that
Mine
curse on you.
mine sounded erratic.
Oh, just wait till we get Dissension and you hear what my cultist sounds like.
I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it.
Not going to give anything away to our viewers, but it's probably
Usually when
worthy
somebody's in
of
that
an
bad of
Oscar
shape, because
nod.
I did something to him.
Do you get an Oscar nod for? I guess for sound effects.
I don't know. If not, I'm throwing it out there. I'm making it known.
We'll toss it in. Maybe that'll be the next card in Munchkin that I play tomorrow. Oscar nod. Okay, so we've got one person is at 8, another is at 9, and I believe.
All right.
Well, we'll see.
I believe
gonna
Ben
get
is
our-
at 8, and I think Chaz is at 9. I don't want to say anything wrong, but we know those two are the highest
So he's
levels
level?
right
He's
now.
level?
They could be interchangeable once we figure out for sure.
If I'm wrong.
Yeah, there's the singing again.
Having multiple thieves on the
Hey,
field
yeah,
is
yeah,
really
yeah,
hard.
yeah. Was that close?
Everybody's
I'm
level
gonna say
total.
that's a no for me, though.
Okay.
All right. My
I
next
got
fight,
finals
I
Randy
don't get
Jackson.
any bonuses from items other
At
than
some point, I
armor.
do. Anyone that, if you do tweet
got
me
cursed.
to
He
hear
just missed
Ignition remix,
Oh, okay.
Justin and I will go into a small verse of it. That is one thing we can always provide our listeners with. And there is that malign mirror.
So you are cursed in your next fight only. You may not
As he
get
goes
any
for the win.
bonuses from items other than your armor. A wishing ring used before the next
Will
fight
negate
will
it,
lift its
right?
curse.
So
Exactly.
if you, it looks like he flipped over the door and drew that.
Yes.
So that applies to him. However,
Level 1.
if he flips open the door, it's not a monster card. Is
anybody gonna do anything?
And it's not a curse right
anybody
there.
gonna do anything?
He can take it into
I
his hand. He
can
can loot the
backstab
room
him,
and then
and that's
draw a
about it.
curse
Is anybody
from the
who stole
top
a
of the
card
deck.
from me going to do
And
something
that will go
with
into his
that
hand that he
said
can use
card?
on other people. Okay, cool. Cool,
I
cool.
can backstab him.
You weren't a person who used said
Alrighty.
card.
It's
or stole
exciting.
said
It
card
is
from me.
exciting, folks.
This is the
then
nitty
stop.
Because
Oh,
we're
yeah.
coming down.
Nobody's gonna
We,
do anything.
I mean,
So,
so
what do you
a
Who's
level
going to win the
one
game if you don't play that card?
And that
right
could be
now.
this. I don't know if Ben's the one at level 9 right now. This could
Oh,
be the game.
Yeah,
but no one
they
can help
pinch,
him.
they hurt, they bite, and it
The
looks
problem with level 1 is an easy kind of monster to
like, there
beat.
it
but
is. Oh, and what is Marcus tossing out? Is that they'll lose a level? Go up. No, go up a level. Please throw out.
Sorry.
Uh-oh.
But to be fair, you got a card
Uh-oh. And we're going up a level. We're going up a level. I believe he's back up to level
Okay, I'm still
7.
gonna win
'cause
this
at one
fight.
point
You
he was
are.
brought
Gonna-
down pretty far.
Nope. No, anybody? Okay.
So, level 1 treasure.
I like that we have an audience back there. There's a couple people sitting really close, so
Munchkin
they
can
can.
get really intense, as we know. That's for sure.
If you play it intense, if you play it outdoors, either way.
Welcome back to level 8.
I do. So as we see there, Chaz is at level 8.
Level 10,
Ben is
net
at level
troll.
8.
He has no special powers. And
He's
he's
at level
really
2?
mad about it.
Hold on. I've
Yeah.
got to deal with this.
Wow.
Level 8, level 8.
And,
Ooh. And we're going to cut it. Looks like we might be cutting to our Nevermore
You're the only
winner
one with
here
Hector.
soon.
We do have a winner of Nevermore. We're going
So
to
be
cut
it.
to that
Also, you reminded
when
me
we get
about
that
the
or
deck,
when
so-
we get.
We don't know if that's our championship table or not.
Fine.
It'll be interesting to see whether
Second
that is our
argument, I'm
Nevermore
still
winner
winning.
for the entire.
I think it's just for
13
that for a certain table.
Okay.
Yeah, or it honestly might
What do
be
you
for
do
the
if you
entire
die?
tournament. I'm not sure how many people have been playing Nevermore. We're going to go there in a couple of seconds.
Forcing you to
Love
let the
Nevermore.
players of
Very
the highest
interesting
level
game.
take any
Lots of
one
strategy.
item each from you.
Nevermore is probably one of my personal favorites.
Yeah.
as well.
You're
I'd say
how high?
Hunger Games is my personal
Tied with
favorite.
you.
Munchkin's my
12?
personal favorite.
Oh,
Nevermore's
no,
my
no, no,
personal
No, I know
favorite.
Munchkin is not your person. I know it's not.
if you
I
mean
know it's not.
Combat
But that's
Toll
because you
13.
lost. If you win at Munchkin next time, I have a feeling that'll flop.
That's probably accurate.
You're a flopper. You're a flop. You're like James Harden. You're the James Harden of tabletop.
I'll play this.
Where's your
Income
boot?
tax.
I'll
So I'll
take it.
discard this
Not
for
a bad
600
thing.
gold. And now,
Okay, so Chaz.
Now-
It's everybody,
drawing
doesn't it?
yeah, now
something-
everyone has to
something interesting,
discard at least 600
something
gold with the
extraordinary,
items, and if they can't, they have to
something
discard
behind
everything.
his
Yeah.
fingers. It is a
Equipped it.
curse
And lose a
income
level.
tax. So essentially, what has to happen? Chaz has to discard a card from his hand or
So I
one he's
discard
got
that for
equipped
600.
that's got a
Great,
value.
I see your plan
I.e., let's say
use
imagine
the
this with
halfling
300
ability
gold
to
pieces,
double this
and
value.
everybody has to match that and discard that
does that say
exact
when you
same
sell or
amount
selling to go below?
or more. If they
says
don't,
when
I
you
believe they lose a level.
That's not really sell.
Sell one
Very
item
close
each
to
turn
that.
for double price.
So
I don't think that works here.
we discard a loaded die, so that's out. And there's another discard.
That still totals to 600, so I don't lose a
You
level.
figured out the name of the
So-
winner for Nevermore
His
is.
thought was
Jessica.
he was making
Oh, I didn't even get to
that
the
up.
drum roll.
Oh, sorry. We'll
That's-
drum
so
roll.
now-
We'll do the drum roll when we cut to her, showing her winning,
tied with
getting
it.
her stuff. But congratulations to Jessica.
At which
on
point
that,
I stopped being
on
a
that
wizard,
Nevermore victory.
On that
become
Nevermore
a
victory.
warrior.
You can
Wait,
say
can
you
do
hadn't
that
won
in
Nevermore.
mid-combat?
Yeah.
Wait, did you
I honestly didn't know where I was going with that. I kind of just
So
went
did
with
he
it and
lose
hoped that
prize?
everyone
Thief?
liked it.
And
No,
everyone
always
he
won,
loses
always
his
more?
items.
So that's the
Yeah.
title.
Always more, Nevermore. better.
Nevermore will
so.
you lose.
You guys stole from me, so
Yeah,
it's be treated as an item.
And we're back here at Munchkin, talking about Munchkin and not Nevermore.
We've got a
Can't
net
put-
troll. Where's that net troll? Where is he?
There's the little
Tell me about
booger.
Talk
There's
to
the
me.
little booger of level 10 net troll. He has no special
So,
powers. Really
you can
mad
check the
about it,
rules
really
on
angry about it.
classes
If you don't believe me, that is actually on the card.
I feel like he makes a sound
going.
too. Like
I
when he
mean,
comes
I'm winning
into
this
the
combat
game.
at this point.
Oh, yeah, I love it. Uh-oh, and we're going to the rule.
Depending on this
Going to the
rule.
rule book here for a second. What could they be discussing? Well, let's see. Bad stuff screws up the game balance by forcing you to let the players of the highest level take any one item from you. They could be talking about if two players are tied, potentially, whether you would both have them take an item. So we'll see. We'll see. It'll be
So
interesting.
you're 10 to 10, right?
Okay, yes, you can. Yeah, he can.
All right. So I'll backstab as well. Discard
And
to
there it
backstab.
goes. Okay.
A lot of curses,
So
a
that
lot
means I'm minus
of
2.
treasure cards being played
So
lately.
you no longer
Who
win.
is fighting
Motion of
that net troll?
halitosis, I'm back up.
Who's fighting him? Who will win? Who will win at Munchkin? Munchkin. Just like saying it. Munchkin.
All right.
Now, what would you rather be, a
two.
Munchkin or a
Really?
dwarf? Or a halfling?
Halfling.
Halflings have
Discard 2 cards, give me
I am
+2
halfling.
bonus.
In real. Uh-oh, what's that? There we go. Bam. There we go.
That is the
Bam.
potion of idiotic bravery.
Anybody?
Used during any combat +2 to either side.
He's out of cards. I can't do anything.
It's
Twice.
gonna be interesting to see what side they're on.
I'm calling it.
Yeah, you're good.
He's now at
Bam, bam.
9.
Yep. And I get
Again, we want to thank all our viewers for watching us on our live stream at Twitch. They're they're at the GameWorks. I want to give a special shout out to one of my good friends, Jeremy, who's watching. A big tabletop guy, loves Munchkin. Probably one of the better Munchkin games that I have.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know you played with other people.
I do play with other people.
I'm hurt. I'm very hurt. Very upset. Warrior class. Chaz is going warrior.
You did?
But also, let's just think about if you are out there watching. Maybe you're not here in Ontario,
The
Canada,
horny helmet.
California. Okay. But if you are out there watching and you're thinking, man, I would love to do this because what does it cost to enter? Nothing. You can
Shield
get into one of those
of
last minute qualifiers. And you're thinking, maybe, I'm pretty good at Munchkin. Look up those regionals that we have
Alright.
coming up. We have last minute qualifiers for them. So you too can play.
Okay, so water.
Oh, and now there's our
Oh, there
Nevermore
she
winner.
is.
We made a mistake that we said it was
Rebecca!
Jessica. It's actually Rebecca. Rebecca, Jessica, I always get it wrong. But we want to congratulate Rebecca. You are on your way to Las Vegas. Your Nevermore Ontario regional winner. Fully all expense paid trip to Las Vegas. A chance to win $250,000. And boom, just like that, show up, play a little bit, and you are on to Vegas,
it.
all expense
Hand me
paid.
that,
And
please, real quick.
that is in October, and bam.
And let's be honest, we've got 6 games that you can play in one of those last minute qualifiers, potentially playing into the regional tournament here. And if you win that regional, you're going to be one of, I believe, 13 players in that specific game in Las Vegas. So your chances, prize money goes all the way down to 4th place. Even 4th place gets $1,000 and an all expense paid trip to Vegas. That's a lot of hamburgers you can buy on the strip.
Yes.
Right? That's
a
so many
lot.
hamburgers. You know who I know likes hamburgers? I can't. I don't want to say his name on the air because I saw a piece on him though. I saw a piece on him. He ate
Right.
a lot of In-N-Out while running around a track.
I'm level 8.
Nick Vieira, if you're out there, we're going to Vegas.
So anybody going to interfere?
Wait. What's the
It looks like Chad.
gain an extra level if you're defeated without using help or bonuses?
Yep. We're getting down to the
Everybody
wire
all right?
here, Munchkin.
So
Here
we're
at our
7,
Munchkin
right?
table.
Level 7 at
And
the
that's
moment?
this is where a lot of
He's
people want to know
he's
exactly
still
what's
higher.
going on, get the rules going
He
on.
potentially
You
will
see
win the
Ben
game.
kind of flip it through. He's worried about losing.
Congratulations again to
Unless you guys
Rebecca.
backstab.
We are so proud of you. We are proud of you. You are our Edgar Allan Poe of winning.
If you
And
backstab,
after this
two
is just
backstabs.
round 1
You would have to use
our
a bonus.
Munchkin tournament. After this is just the featured table. After this round,
That
the
doesn't mean
Swiss
he
style
wins the game.
tournament regroups everyone into
right now,
another match.
if he defeats this
And
without
we will
using his
have
rock,
round after
he wins
round,
the game.
and we will make sure
So if you
to
guys
figure out
backstab
our
him, he has to use his rock.
champion when We figured out after a couple turns.
Is that a Pikachu out there?
No.
It is a
That's
level
what he's
6
doing.
And that's kind of the
Pikachu.
beauty
This
of
monster
that
says
round
you get
robin
extra
or
level
Swiss
if you
style
defeat him
is it's
without
not a round
bonuses.
robin.
So
he's just using his
Simpler
level.
version. You're
He's
gonna
level
get
8
paired
right
with other people that have won, other people
so
that have
I'll
lost. So you're in
backstab.
the similar skill
Okay.
level, and eventually it gets weeded
Now
out
he's
pretty
done.
easily. It's a simplified
Are you
round
gonna backstab too,
robin.
or wait?
So it's a great style of tournament play for tabletop games. So who is fighting that Pikachu
Well, if you
out
use your
there?
item.
I believe
Well,
it
yeah,
is
but I
Ben
have-
right now.
Ben, and
Yeah,
this could
I
be
have to
big.
now.
Yeah,
Oh, this
exactly.
could be
No.
big.
I'm with you there.
Looks
I'm
like
saying
there's
your
a
level
lot
now.
of hand motions, a lot of talk, a lot of casting.
All right.
Anybody else going to do anything to me?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Okay. So I only gain 1 level. I'm up to 9.
All right, I see Ben got to a level 9 right there, defeating
Goes.
that
Draw
Pikachu.
2.
He's going to get some treasures from that as well. That's 2 treasures. So he's back up at level 9, and I believe Chaz is still at a level 9.
Okay.
So this is where the nitty gritty is going.
Ben looks pretty happy.
Put this out there,
Pretty
Play
happy.
down. Oh, did he play down that big rock?
and that gives me. Okay, I'm at 9 plus 3.
Wait, 2 big items.
Oh, you're right.
So it looks like this is our championship table. Maybe.
Yeah, we gotta
Shame I can't sell.
see how this works out.
Okay.
Figure out
You're
the
not a dwarf, then you can.
things of that Swiss tournament.
Well,
It's definitely
It's all Gouda.
yes, exactly.
okay, well, I'm still back up to 12 total. Go.
All right.
So again, Jeremy has that curse right there, but as we see, boom,
Warrior. Yes.
the warrior. Ooh, and Chaz looks to be pumped about
Berserker
that
fuel.
as he puts that into his hand.
What does that mean for him? What does that mean for Sir Chaz of Los
Oh, my
Angeles, of the Dodge,
Of the Kings.
of the Dodge Kings?
Yeah, there's
super
no
He
real
is-
reason
because he's got the Super Munchkin card.
Other
now.
than
That is
Berserker
big.
fuel.
That is big.
Well, true, but might be more useful because some of the
That
things
is big.
that have anti-warrior are like +5 or 6.
And they are coming down to the wire here. Ben looks a little exasperated, as you would be from throwing down so many cards.
But sometimes you do get a little
Yeah,
carpal
check.
tunnel in the wrist of knocking down the door and slapping it down.
What was it?
I had to ice my wrist every once in a
Out
while
to lunch.
because of Munchkin playing.
I've
use
developed
it on one of
severe
us.
arthritis from King of
Probably.
Tokyo.
That's hell, yeah. Oh, I bet.
It's all the dice
What did
rolling.
you get? Out to lunch?
But it's a good arthritis.
it's
It's
a monster
it's a
combat
great
negator.
I
arthritis.
don't know if you can have great arthritis,
Says you.
beneficial arthritis.
Says you. Shuffling those cards. Jeremy is shuffling. Shuffle. Shuffling. Shuffle.
Every day I'm shuffling.
We
All
told
right,
you,
back to
lots of
Munchkin.
singing.
Back to Munchkin.
Back
We
to
got a
Munchkin.
little carried away.
All right. Just super excited.
Excuse me.
Another bottle of water being consumed again because we are close to level 10.
You want to
I can
become a
smell
wizard.
it. And I believe
That may not have been the best card to play against him.
that is that curse of changing
Changing
class. So it looks
It
like
also
Chaz is
looks
going
like
to have
he
to
is gonna
discard
lose
his class, or is that Ben's going to have to discard his class?
Chaz.
Chaz.
Yeah.
And he's got to go through the discard pile and pick up the last class that was there. So there's a chance it could be the same class, but it looks like it's a wizard. So he's going to have to go back to that wizard, and that could really throw off what he's trying to play. However, I believe he had a warrior
get
class
rid of
in his
that?
hand.
Yeah.
We'll see. Because he's got, and
His
that means he
classes.
discarded the Super Munchkin card.
That is true.
Oh no, that's a big move right there. And I'm sure Chaz is very unhappy.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Are you done?
Shield of
go right
Ubiquity up there. Now that's a word I should know but don't.
For the win.
Thanks, college.
Level 1.
Oh,
Drooling
I'm a
slot.
monster.
Plus 4
God,
versus
the level
atoms.
1
you
drooling
got it.
slime,
You got
and that can
lunch.
become better time for Ben right there.
Yeah.
Because this
don't
This
have
could be a
any
big
attacks.
victory.
be the game
Let's see,
right
what's
here.
the
if
exact
no one
wording
has
on that one?
to help again.
And it looks like Jeremy is
on a break.
furiously
Play
looking through his
during
cards.
combat. The player
He's
facing
played
the monster
something,
discards them all and draws.
and he's rubbing his lanyard, so you know it's a good
The
card.
lanyard rub, definitely. I think he played a card where
I
he
don't get
doesn't
to
get the
then,
level, but he still gets the treasure.
Okay.
Ah, yes.
So very accurate, keeps the game going.
Keeps the
for a
game
little bit
alive.
longer,
Keeps
yes.
the game alive. Maybe there's a hope for Jeremy. A new hope. An old hope.
And your chip.
Okay. Oh, hold on. I gotta get rid of one of these, don't I?
What do you want to give me?
Nitty gritty. You think it's a lie? We talk about the nitty gritty of Munchkin, and it's no joke.
Uh-oh. Spiky knees. So it looks like he's got to give that to Jeremy.
Go ahead.
And Jeremy has been struggling a little bit.
Kicking open the door.
He doesn't have a lot. Usually you've masked a lot of
Change
treasure. If you
race.
look around, a lot of those
You're
items
right
have
now,
been
this
forced to
curse
be
has no
discarded at this
effect.
point.
We see Chaz got cursed right there, has to change his race. So he, a couple turns ago, has to change his class, now has to change
But
his
he's going
race.
to knock down that door. Let's see what happens. Or he's going to pick it up. He was either looting the room. And I believe it's Sir Chaz. We go to Marcus, who flips over the door,
But
knocks
if
it
you,
down.
you did see that when Chaz pulled up that look for trouble or loot the room, he brought up a level 2 Mr. Bones, which could come into play if he's at a level 9.
And that
Bloody
could be
frogs.
pretty good, sir. It could be.
Never let the damn thief out of sight.
I don't know why I do
And I will.
a bad Scottish accent. You're going to have to deal with that for
Here you go.
13 cities, especially Las Vegas. Because if I have at
turn.
least 3 milkshakes there, I'm going to get it rowdy. Uh-oh.
What are you?
He doesn't have any big items.
I guess.
Big
Item!
I do not.
I love that we said that in tandem. I like that it's a picture of the tuba taking away the tuba, because that tuba charm is a lot of fun. You ever play an instrument?
I played the violin in 4th grade,
I don't know if we have
and then in
anything
the
else
5th
to
grade I
stop
went to
at this
choir because I didn't like the violin.
You did. You were a singer.
I was a choir all-star. I sang the national anthem at my high school
Quit
graduation.
bragging, would you?
I was in a group.
I sang "Lean on Me." There was in our 8th grade graduation. Scott Buell, if you're watching,
I sang Candy Shop by 50 Cent.
you did
In your
not.
case, I
I did
probably
not.
think
Let's
the knife
hear
would
it.
be the most efficient.
I'm not going to do that.
Come
now.
on.
I'll wait till Vegas.
Or
I'll wait
well,
till
the helmet.
Vegas.
But I'm only level 5.
I'll take you to the Munchkin shop.
No. 9.
Sorry. So
The helm, so
sorry.
the helm
Back to the game.
Back to the game.
Alrighty.
I will choose.
Jeremy looking to claw his way back in.
5.
Get those claws out. Get him sharp. Oh, horny
he
helmet.
rolled to steal.
Horny
He
helmet.
rolled to steal a small item.
And he took the horny
Rolled the
helmet.
horny
from
helmet.
it.
Got it. Got the 4.
Yeah, because he is an elf, correct? And it's a +3 bonus for elves. Hey, I look
Oh,
at
come
elves.
on.
Do you think that it's a
Anybody
horny
gonna
helmet?
try to do
It's
anything
big.
to me now?
Oh, he pulls down a
the
level
potted
1 potted
plant.
plant.
Oh, this could be it.
This could be the game.
This could be
Curse
it.
you.
I just think the elf
Oh, he plays a lose a level
level.
card, goes back down to level 8. Oh, there's nothing worse than pulling out the potted plant thinking, yes, I'm going to win, then told you have to lose a level.
Oh my gosh, it's like I just fell
Anybody
down
gonna
an
do anything
escalator
else?
watching
Nope.
this.
Okay.
Oh,
damn.
damn. You did actually do that this morning.
We're so
You
close.
did actually do that this morning.
Don't reminisce about my Ontario malls. I combine malls and mills.
Oh, so he's gets knocked down to level 8, thinking he was going to win the game, but only goes back up to level 9. That's actually heartbreaking. That's when you realize, you know what, Marcus, maybe we're not friends.
Yeah, I think there was a clear
Okay,
a
let's
line
see.
drawn before that
I have
he and
to
Marcus
give away
were not
something to
friends.
charity.
And I stumbled down the escalator, sir. Stumbled. Wasn't a full fall. That would involve a tumble, which is different.
All right.
Going to huge rock.
He had to
Passing
discard.
over
He
a
was
huge
doing
rock.
charity, discarding this to the
Right.
lowest level.
Right,
Hey,
right.
that's giving Jeremy more options to come back here.
Yeah, you never know. You're not out of it. I've played a couple
I
games
think-
now
yeah, that's it. Since I
where
fought the
you know
monster
I've been
before,
down
even if
low at
somebody
the
did
end,
curse me
and
in the
then
middle
you
of
end
it.
up sneaking your way in because no one's worried about you.
It's only a level.
Back to Chaz. Here we go.
This is a badly calculated risk, but I'm
And
going for
he
it.
is getting rid of his wizard class, tossing out a warrior class with a
appreciate
shield
that.
of ubiquity. Ubiquity. Sorry, my apologies. That gives you a +4 bonus to warriors. So he's got a +6 out there. He's going to go ahead and kick open the door,
thief.
and it is a thief. Of which he
Not
just
another
played a
one.
class card. Does he want to discard it?
Level 2 undead
Does he
Mr.
want to
Bones.
discard it? He's thinking.
Is anybody going to change
looking
the
around the
equation?
board.
3, 2, transferal potion.
Oh, no, no, no.
Oh, and what do we have out there? Transformation potion.
I'm doing this fight.
Transformation potion. It's fun to say.
All right, so I'll play this.
I still like
Wandering
Ubiquity.
Monster.
Because I haven't been able to say it yet. Oh, there it is, the
I'll save it
plutonium
for
dragon
you,
with a
but-
wandering monster. Oh, and Mr. Bones.
And he does the mate.
And he mates
uses a
him.
mated.
He
Oh.
mates him. Oh, pow,
extra
pow,
40
pow.
against
So many
you.
dragons, so
Or,
little
sorry,
time.
20.
Where's Daenerys when we need her?
When you talk about how Munchkin can go from just an average game to something that will ruin your life, a dragon, a level plutonium dragon, wandering monster with a mate.
But what's Chaz coming in with? What's he coming in with?
What is he
What is he coming in with? What did he come in with?
How come nobody was doing this
Did he
when
play
he
that?
was
Was that him that played it?
I was
do
saving.
believe that was
saving
him.
that. I thought he was gonna.
Admittedly, you jumped immediately.
This is
No, I
crazy.
waited
This is
until
crazy.
2.
You got so many dragons out there, so little time. What
Yeah,
are
I
you
was
gonna
saving
do?
that.
Everything's being
Why
thrown
would you
out
say
everywhere.
that?
The
He's at level
transfer
92.
potion. Play
Yeah.
during any
Yeah.
combat, any player,
No,
your
I
choice,
wouldn't.
fights
Yeah,
the
you won once,
monsters.
so that's what I played it right now.
So he
Yeah,
plays
well,
that and
he's
transferred
asking
a
why didn't
monster
you play it
to.
sooner than you
Not
did.
entirely
Whatever.
sure who
With
plays
Mr.
it.
Bones,
I didn't
because
need
I did
to.
jump
I
on.
didn't
Like you said earlier, Mr. Bones
I-
was going to be played, and boy, there are some smirks, there are some frowns, there's some quivering. It looks like, because that was Ben that played that, I believe, and there he is. He's looking at the plutonium dragon, thinking, "What can I do, dear Lordy? How do I
14.
defeat this?"
10-level game.
So you're roasted and eaten alive. You're dead.
Okay,
Lots of
so
talking,
that's
lots
20,
of debating, lots of deliberating,
42.
Yep.
and it is going to be
I'm
interesting.
running 12 currently. I can boost myself to 21.
Wow.
That's not enough.
No, sir.
Man, that's just oof. Nothing gets me going like a level 20 plutonium dragon with a mate. That is
You said it best. That's just oomph. That is just oomph.
that is Munchkin.
And is
in
there
a
anything
nutshell.
he can
I don't
do?
suppose I could convince anybody to help.
Is there
Because
anything
even
he
if they
can
help,
do?
you'd still win the game.
Okay. Well, in that case, I've got to run away.
3 times.
Yep.
And you automatically lose a level.
Yep.
A lot of
And
conversation.
my turn resumes after that.
It's pretty big
Yeah, you can loot
during
the room. is what you
later
can do.
stages of the game.
Yes.
It's funny. It's
Okay.
interesting to me because let's look at this as in like a macro philosophy
First, I run from Mr.
experiment,
Bones.
if you will. So many people on their phones all the time. Yet here you are playing a tabletop game, forced to converse with people, talk with them. And it's just interesting. It's fun to see that happen again.
Using
Fun
that,
to see that kind of
use
come
my
to
halfling
life.
power
And that's one thing I
to
think we can
run away.
attribute to all these brilliant
No, you lost 2
designers,
levels on
publishers
that.
of these board games.
Or
Is
did you run
it's
away?
cool to bring people together, even if it is through angry
If I must
competition.
flee, I lose a
but at least you
level,
get to
even if I
talk, you get to
escape.
deliberate, you get to be conversing with
I'm
people
using his
on a
power to get
one-on-one
another
manner,
re- to
one
get a
on
reroll.
four.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And that's fun. That doesn't happen a lot these days.
Then
It really
I'm going to
doesn't. And
replace
maybe that's just
halfling.
because I'm an oldie. That's
with
because
elf
I'm
to give me a +1.
an ancient elder dragon, if you will. And he's got to run away. So he rolls a 2. That is not going to
run
cut
away.
it.
That's gonna. It's a lot of bad stuff
That's going to
be
be
happening right there.
This is bad. Now let's talk about
Okay,
death.
so I lose.
Let's
Very
talk about
morbid start to a
in the
conversation.
game of Munchkin.
I'm
If he
down
does
to
not beat these
6.
plutonium dragons, you are roasted and eaten. You are dead. What happens? You don't
If
lose
you
your
are
level, do
dead,
you?
you don't lose your level unless the card tells
still
you to.
not low enough level for the
mainly, you just
plutonium
lose
dragons
all
to
your
ignore me.
items. You keep your class. You keep your
So
race.
I need that dice tray back.
But you kind of lose all your items, and that would kind of stink if you had a bunch of items.
And those items get divvied up amongst
Run away from the first
amongst the
dragon.
other players. So here he is running away from the
Wow.
mate, I
Second.
believe. Couldn't see what that roll was. It's
Nice.
probably not going to matter.
your turn, yeah.
It looks like it might matter.
Your turn's over, right? My turn
and
resumes.
Chaz has
There's
something
me
to say
leaving the
about it.
room. Okay, my turn.
I like Chaz. I think he seems like a nice guy.
I've gotten over the fact that he's a little dodger.
Cleric?
Chaz has a lot of class in his hand, so
Is that
that's
a-
going to be good. Cleric.
cleric
Wow,
card?
this is good. And now this is where it could have definitely taken
With the
a turn.
Super Munchkin card. So finally, Marcus uses that Super Munchkin card to play his cleric.
Marcus has that cleric
And my turn.
and that thief, which means he can start searching through the discard pile, which is going to be fun. He's kind of he's almost a scavenger, a scavenger of the cloth, if you will. Another Munchkin card. No, it looks like those door cards are dwindling. So they will reshuffle that pile, I believe, and start over.
My turn.
Jeremy. J. Remy.
For trouble?
J. Remy.
My turn.
Yep.
This is where everything's so close. Everyone's throwing Hail Marys with their cards. As you see, our door cards are going to be back down to 0, so we're going to have to reshuffle those. When you reshuffle, that's when you know this has been a very good game
Right.
of Munchkin.
Hail Mary, mother of huge rock.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many bottles of water they have on the table, but they're going to need a
main question
Schmidt
is-
full gallon full 2 gallons.
How can Ben shuffle that many cards that easily?
Yeah, he's great. You're really bad at shuffling.
I'm not a great shuffler.
It's weird. I almost feel like you would be better if you placed the cards all down on the table and mishmashed them together like a small child who didn't know how to use their hands well.
You sort of hit that on the head right there.
And we go back to
Get the right number of cards?
Ben, I believe. Look at all the scratches.
That's the
Everything's
game of
scratched
Munchkin
out.
right
That's
there.
how you
Everything
know.
changes by the turn, by the round.
Curse, lose the foot.
Oh, and a curse. A curse.
Lovely.
You lost that love.
So, dang, that is actually a big curse because that will now move Chaz down to level 8.
Really? You
Yeah.
got tossed down 2, and an elf is drawn. And an elf will be discarded or played. Marcus? And he does. He plays the elf because he is a super munchkin. So that's great.
What
So
curse am I getting this time?
he's
Got a
got
couple cards in there.
yeah. So he's got a race and 2 classes. So this is big. He's got a lot of advantages down there.
My turn.
Let's
Now,
see,
looks
Jeremy
like
goes.
looks like someone is at 9, level 9, and I think it's
What level are you
Chaz.
again?
7
I am 6.
or 6.
All right. Did you loot the room after running away from monsters, or what was the draw for?
What draw for?
That's how you draw a door card after
Questions.
after you reshuffle the
Lots of questions. Again, if you are
That was
enjoying
for
what
the
you're
next
watching,
turn.
please tune in to us on
bring
Oomba.
up a rule.
We're going to be here every
So you're
week
6,
for the
right?
next 13
Well,
weeks,
actually, I'm at
finding
9
our
because I've
winners
got
of
the
the
armor.
regional finals,
So I'm at
taking
level
you
what
to
am I,
Las Vegas for those grand finals.
My current level
Again,
is
those
6,
winners
yes.
will have those
And his is
all
9, so you
expense
really need to
paid
save any
trips to
interference
Las
for him.
Vegas.
Just making sure.
Have you ever been to Vegas before?
I've been to Vegas every once in a while.
Okay.
What does that mean?
7.
That sounds very enigmatic. In fact, that makes it sound like you go all the time. Do you go to Vegas all the time?
I've been to Vegas quite a few times.
I knew
yes.
it.
I will admit that. That is for sure.
Now, for a Vegas virgin, if you will, what do I need to be aware of in Vegas? Is there anything I need
Well,
to look
right now
out
it's
for?
probably going to be really hot. Next week is going to be really hot.
No, that's in physical temperature.
Physical temperature,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
By the time of our finals, it should be cooled down a little bit. But next week it's going to be really hot. Pack lightly.
Okay.
Um,
Is it dusty? Do I need to bring a visor? I've got a great visor, and I also have
if
a fanny pack.
if that's the look you're looking for,
Curse has been here for a
What
very
be my guest.
Be
No.
My
No.
guest. Be
No,
my
no, no,
guest.
Beauty and
Put
the Beast,
your
please.
visor on your chest. Do 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 do.
And back to
do,
the
do.
game.
Halfling again.
Halfling.
Himself.
Benny boy,
Wizard
tossing
Staff
out
of
that
Napalm for
halfling.
double value, which means that I can then turn
What
in
is
these
he
two
doing?
for
Who knows? I don't.
400,
We'll see.
total of 2,000.
Is that a
back up.
conversation with yourself right
Playing
there?
this, lose your race.
You won't talk to me, so I
I
have to
am
do it.
talking to you.
You're listening on occasion. Ooh,
One-
oh, look at
I
those
can
rogue
double-
camera shots. I
double
love
one,
it.
so
Camera crew
one.
getting in
So you
there.
only doubled this.
Get dicey. It's like we're watching
And they
Cloverfield.
just added the other two on top of that.
Munchkin Field. No, that was a that was
But
a.
you went for it, and I'm proud of you.
I'm gonna
Don't-
take that back.
Don't take
Sorry
it back.
to our viewers for me saying that.
Don't never apologize to the viewers.
He's at 9.
I'm the only
Back
one that
up to
needs to
9.
do that.
This is 2,000, right?
Yeah, and I was at 7.
Because you defeated
Bum, ba, da, bum, bum, bum.
horse.
I feel like we need trumpet sounds.
We
We had talked to our producer about getting a live trumpet out here.
that would be very beneficial.
Bum, ba, da, bum, bum,
You
bum.
may not think it, but it would
Really?
be very
It would be.
beneficial.
Plutonium.
Beneficial sounds like one of those drinks that you need if you've got like liver problems. Try beneficial. Good for you and your pet. A plutonium dragon is tossed again.
Again?
This
That's
is
not good, 'cause
crazy.
I'm nowhere near it.
How many plutonium dragons are in a deck?
But you're still
One, but they had to reshuffle.
Uno.
They had to
Right.
reshuffle.
Level to
So
ignore
this is and this is brutal because that
Yeah,
it looks
'cause
like
I'm
it's
15
Chaz. Is
against
Chaz
20.
fighting this thing?
And you have no running
Yeah.
away
And
zone.
I don't know what he can do about it.
Nope.
I don't know. Le Dodger.
You're going to have to do this the hard way.
I like
Le
to call him
Dodger.
Sir Le Dodge. Surly Dodge is fighting the hardest thing in the
Unless you
game,
want my help.
other than panic attacks.
No, never mind. I'm not.
That's the
helping.
hardest thing for me.
How would you? Yeah, it's like, why would you help?
The Plutonium Dragon is the toughest one. If you do beat it, you get 2 levels and 5 treasures. Just goes to show you that it is
Oh no, wait, it did work.
pretty freaking hard.
Yeah,
not-
but
I
it looks like he
didn't
doesn't
die.
have much in his hand that,
Yes.
that he
I only
can
lost
that he can
3
toss
levels.
out there. His Shield of Ubiquity gives you +4. Flaming
Instead of
Armor is
8.
+2,
makes
I
him
believe,
feel
right? So that
better.
gives him
Oh.
+6. He's a warrior, so he can discard 3 cards
You're
and
at
get a
5,
bonus,
right?
and all he has to do is
Okay,
tie.
just making
So
sure
if
I
I do
have
my
my
math
numbers
right, if he's at level 9 per se, +4
Is it a 1 or a 2?
+2,
Because I have you
that's
at-
6.
no.
That puts him at level 15 combat.
Okay.
And then he
Okay.
can drop
He's
3
gotta
cards, which
improve on
gives
my
him
hand
level
right.
18 max,
I've
maybe.
been for a little while.
Yeah. No, that's the problem with being the thief. You can acquire a lot of bonuses, but it can be kind of hard on your level.
But I don't think there's anything.
look at him, he's been
he can
running
do, and
thief
he
the whole
can't
game.
equip an
He's
item
not
while
much
he's
ahead
in
of you.
combat, correct?
Right.
And he hasn't had nearly as many curses come his way.
I've stolen 2 items.
Which stinks because if you look at his hand, he has that face sucker.
Yeah.
So if he didn't draw that Plutonium, if he didn't
So yeah, I
kick
have
down
a
the door and
choice
find a
between
dragon,
Any other animal.
any other
any
best
monster.
ever.
animal, I like it. Could be an animal.
Could be an animal.
Alright.
A dragon's an animal.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Roll it, baby.
Look what you've done.
Just the rules real quick.
Maybe he's talking about going in on
Looking
it.
for the rules, trying to
Go into the rules.
clear it up.
I wonder what he's going to do. Because again, if he can tie, if he
Oh,
can figure out
how
a
many
way
rounds
to
of
get
this are we
20
playing?
against the level 20, because he's a warrior,
boy.
he could win the game.
So we are going to have another rules
Three of these.
consultation. Judge coming in.
Well, hopefully somebody draws the horde first turn and that'll end the game fast.
But I don't understand what he could do. What am I missing here? +2, right? Flaming Armor is a +2.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm killing time, and I'm probably not gonna be able to do anything.
Unless, no, that wouldn't help. There are scenarios in which someone who's an elf could come in, help you.
Yeah, but if you're the elf, do you want to take that chance?
There you go.
I know you're going to get that level to help him, but if this is the level to win the game,
But
is it worth it?
In Munchkin, you can have multiple winners.
True.
If
But
two
I don't
people
think
level up
I think
simultaneously.
Marcus and Chamber are the ones that are elves,
And he's going to have to run away. He's going to have to shake that die, run away. Does he?
and he doesn't get it.
I'm
At least
dead.
it looked like
So
it.
he, bad stuff. You
Is
are
that just
roasted and
reducing to level
eaten. You
one, or
are
does it get
dead.
rid
So
of
he's
the
going to
stuff, too?
lose
All
This
the
is
items.
stuff.
everything in
at
his
level
hand.
level.
Oh, that's right. It's either
So
way.
we'll
I
see.
thought it was level 2.
Nope.
Yep, so your level stays the same, your class and race stay the same, all your cards put face up in front of you, and every character starting with the highest level to lowest levels.
So yes,
will be
the
one
people
card
will
for
get to choose.
And there's CJ, our judge.
Otherwise,
Got that.
Christian, CJ.
Yeah,
I could use
sorry.
that.
Yeah.
Christian. the
Depends how
official-
he feels on this day.
Right. The official adjudicator name.
And the longer this game goes on, the more chance that Marcus and Jeremy have coming back into it.
The longer this game goes on,
just
the
any one
harder
item?
it is.
Any
on
one
my
item.
bounce.
I want cards.
Card or item?
So anyone card?
But that's fair. That's
don't
what
know.
we're. That's
Yeah,
why
I know.
we're here. And it looks like Marcus takes that Shield of Ubiquity, and I don't believe. Maybe if I don't believe that was his second class, but maybe it was. Do you see him as a warrior out there? No. Ooh, face sucker. Jeremy might be taking that. Jeremy's going to take that flaming armor.
My
Poor-
class remains the same.
Poor Chaz. Just
alive.
on the verge of victory, and now people are rummaging through his skeletal
my old
remains
friend.
for his stuff.
The level 2 Mr. Bones is found when Marcus knocks down the door. Should be an easy win unless people are going to try
Too
to
many dragons in this game. So
trying to screw him right now. We'll see.
That was it MR Bones or Mr. Bones?
so
Did you give him a
11
title?
versus
Or?
2.
I gave him Mr.
Like, you
Bones.
know how country sometimes you go MR Bones.
I go.
MR Bones.
I
I say MR Bones.
I'm saying Mr. Bones for at least
About
this
to be
turn.
6.
Only
Is that
one
right?
treasure.
Yep.
Yep. All right.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
treasure?
Don't play that bookmark. I feel like the bookmarks are not, have not been legally allowed. They might have them there.
It's kind of. I
I
bet you,
don't think you can play them in our tournament version.
Marcus. I think just gained a level as well. So
He
if you
did?
just gained 2 levels. My calculations are never correct,
So
but this
these
could
two
be
for
him at
1,000.
level 7.
And he's selling an
And
item.
he's selling.
So that's
wow,
putting
that
him
could
up
put
there.
him up
All
to.
of a sudden, Marcus is in the hunt, it looks like.
I believe Marcus is now at level 8.
Level 8 or
So
level
just like
9.
that, the longer this game goes, the more chance these people have.
And there's Jeremy hanging around. Props to him. He's hanging around.
Chaz is at level 9.
Jeremy's at level
Ben's
1.
at level 9. Jeremy's at level 1. But Marcus is the dark horse right now, just moving
Yeah.
back up to level 8.
Yeah.
That was a smart move. Won those 2 levels, used to go up to level. Got the ubiquity, the shield of ubiquity, knowing he was going to sell it.
Right.
And that's 3 levels
That's
in
why
one
he
turn.
took it.
And that's how you change the game
Look
right there.
at you. I was wondering why he took it at 600 gold pieces, but he's a halfling, so he sells it for double. Smart man, Marcus. You
say I
can
was
come to a Costa Rican bargain party anytime you want.
That is the official invite.
Yes. We'll send you an envelope.
First of all,
Which level 8?
Try
We've
again.
got 2 players at level 9,
that is
so
like
you know
one
that
else.
everyone's vying
reason
to make
last
sure
time you
those
played
2
another
players at level 9 do not win.
You got 2 big items.
So if Marcus can hang around, there's a chance
this one's
That he
bigger.
could
that he can swipe
come
it
out
down
of here and go find all his way to
Are you allowed to carry 2
to
big items?
Vegas.
Vegas.
But it goes to Ben now, and this is where it could get.
might
Oh
have a
boy!
point.
May
It
carry
looks like there
any
might
number
be a
of
level
small
4
items
harpies
over
coming out if he. Let's see what happens
He's
when he
knocking
kicks
down the
this
door. He's hoping he's not.
That's
He
why
does
I
hoping it.
quietly chuckled.
What does
He's
he
hoping.
have? He kicks down. What's he got?
Level 6
Everyone's
warriors.
looking because they
He
know
might
he's
win
level
anyways.
9.
It's all on you two. You guys better backstab and throw it down, whatever you have.
Ooh, is this it? Could this be it?
Oh, no.
Who do you toss
What
out?
does that do?
Tossed down,
Let's
I
remove
believe.
the
Lawyers.
The
Lawyers are
lawyers.
back to level 6.
And I replace it.
Oh boy! So he beats him outright, even with the mithril
So
armor.
looking for people
So
to-
looking for
so
people, and there it is, the floating
floating nose.
tossed in. But why? Oh, because Jeremy played an illusion. He's swapping him with the floating nose.
Level 10.
Level 10, okay. But
Yes.
I still think Ben might have
I guess
this,
you also backstab.
So I'll backstab
unless
for
anyone can do something else.
-2,
There might be
so
some
10 on 10.
discarding by some of the thieves to stab people in the back, I believe. There, I see some discards going out by. Do we have 2
Jeremy and
thieves on the
Marcus,
board?
we
Jeremy and
could.
Marcus probably teaming up to hit Ben for -2 each. Now they can't do more.
No.
And that floating nose you said level 10,
So I'm
right?
at
Level 10.
Yes.
And Chaz just sitting back, Sir Chaz of the Dodge, shifty eyes, waiting to see what happens to Ben, because you can bet if those cards are played on Ben,
Okay.
Sir Chaz of the Dodge
I'm now a warrior.
might have a chance.
Plays his,
Discard these 2 to get back up to 10.
I think we
Wins
had that
ties.
out. He's discarding to use his warrior card. Are they seeing if
+5 to a
he
monster.
can tie?
He's discarding cards, I believe,
Okay.
to.
Giving him that bonus?
Hold on.
I believe so. You may discard 3 cards in combat. Each one gives you +1 bonus. So I'm thinking, but then someone just played the.
Oh, what did they play? Did
count on
play
that
So
one
they
of
played a
the
+5
Everybody knows
ancient
that one.
monster.
Ow! That monster effect. Oh my gosh. Oh, when you add to a monster, it's like watching the Stay
And I'll
Puft
use-
Marshmallow
and I'll
So
bribe
that's
it
man
with
eat
15
himself.
now.
the gold to
There
make
it
go
is.
away.
Oh my gosh,
And
that's a
we've-
monster enhancer card.
We've just been told that the longest game of Munchkin in a tournament
Go.
ever is
So
7
since
hours.
I
and
just
we
came
are
back from
approaching
death, I get
hours,
440.
hour 4.5 of this.
Check the rules.
Maybe hours.
I'll wait.
It feels like hour 4.5.
That's just what you get when you get the grind of Munchkin.
Yeah, we like that though.
Pumping through your veins.
Our bowels don't.
In Ontario, California. The breadwinner of Munchkin playing.
At Ontario Mills Mall. That is where we are at our Unrivaled tournament. And they are talking over the rules because I do
Wait, how many
believe
levels
if
did you lose?
Ben
No,
found a
you
way
get
to
no
tie
card. Oh.
that monster.
I thought the dragon.
Just
bad
yeah.
stuff.
That could be it.
Yep.
And
he
it
gets the
looks
cards.
like Chaz is shaking his head, doesn't know, but Chaz is drawing lots of cards out of door and treasures. What is occurring?
I believe since he had no cards, he regrouped himself. I could be completely wrong right there.
You've never not been not wrong, but never not been always right. So I think
I've
yeah.
been a lot of the times I've been close.
Am I wrong?
Don't.
Sorry.
We'll have to limit your singing throughout this tournament.
You can't hold me down.
Okay. So, now +3 bonus. Yay.
Okay,
So,
okay.
Yeah. And I kick open the door. Level 2 flying
frogs. Is this going to be the
12
win?
against 2
Is
guys.
this the win we're looking for? Everyone cast so many of their cards, their monster enhancers on Ben, and now here he is, Chaz, tossing over a flying
And I went
frogs.
ties.
And flying frogs, just a
All right,
level 2.
backstab you.
-1 to
10
run
to
away.
2.
If he does lose somehow, he loses 2 levels. Chaz,
So backstab you as well.
8 to 2.
All right, to make it 8 to 7. Can anyone do anything
You might as well
else?
do it because I'm winning the
Yeah.
game, so
Yeah.
play whatever you can. Intelligent flying
I
frogs.
mean, what are you going
It's
to do
8 to
after this
7
game?
now.
Because we're going to need a break after that.
Please
This
steal
is
from people in combat.
this is a lot. I'm probably going to go to the Jamba Juice and get
It's
a
on their
stir-fried
turn anyways.
smoothie. Do you have any plans?
I don't know. I might just
We dance in the
maybe
pretty sure it
hit the
says that
DDR machine.
on your
dance
turn,
for a
you may
loop.
steal.
That'd be cool.
No, just as
GameWorks
short
is
steal.
where we are at today.
Just a on your
I
turn.
haven't played a good arcade game in a while.
Only once per victim.
I used to play House of the Dead. That was fun.
Backstab is not
Oh.
but it's on
Never
one.
use anything with the plastic guns when you get to shoot zombies.
Alright,
And
so
our
I guess I'll
adjudicator is
attempt to
back at the
steal.
table.
Can
Boy,
we
he's been straight in the
steal
pole.
while somebody else is in
That
combat?
he
No,
does.
while combat
Christian,
is
and
happening,
it seems like he's
Okay.
Unless they come up with something that they don't have, I just won the game.
Yeah.
So make sure combat is being called. It has finished.
Yep.
I gotta make sure that it's correct. So it's level 2 monster with no enhancers.
No, level 2 with 1 enhancer.
Okay,
It
plus
backstabbed twice by the 2
Okay,
thieves.
so you have a total of level 9,
9,
9,
11.
12. This is a 7. You went from 12 to 8. You're
Yeah.
winning by 1. There is no other. I just make sure nothing else. I'm not gonna say anything has been played. Nothing has been played. You have 1 by 1. Combat is over. You have 1 game.
Very extensive
Uh-oh.
explanation right there.
Congratulations.
All right.
it's going to be it. That's
that's
it, and he
it.
takes it. There he
There
is.
we go.
Sir Chaz of La Dodge.
After
The
some
winner.
extensive conversations by our judge, we figured it out, and
Doing the whole
He
game.
finds a way, and
then
is
I
it.
said at the beginning of the game, I said, you know what?
What did you say?
I had some good cards in the last draw, too.
I said, you know what? Wearing the Dodger hat, wearing the Kings shirt, but if he wins, I'm going to give him all the respect. And you know what? Mr. Chaz wins, and that's just a great. That's one of the greater games of Munchkins I've seen in a while. To be honest.
Yeah, totally. I always felt that he was gentle, he was kind, and he was subdued. And then he came in and bam! He went berserk on them. I loved it.
man.
I absolutely loved it. What a game.
was
What a game. I'm
That's-
exhausted. You've got to be exhausted.
That's good because I don't.
Yeah, man, that took a lot out of me. That was an emotional
Oh.
game.
So
I'm sweaty.
Don't forget.
An emotional game that we definitely
Congratulations to him. That is a big win. I mean, I don't want to quote it yet, but it looks like he might be headed to Las Vegas.
Oh,
When you
yes.
say it simultaneously,
It just adds a little spice to it.
it's got more meaning. More burgers on the strip.
A lot more ketchup on the hot dog.
A lot more slot in the machine.
There's just a lot of stuff, man. That was one of the more entertaining games. It was a long Munchkin game. Munchkin games do usually take around an hour with the 4 players, but there was no shortment of excitement right there. I think I just said shortment, which is a word that is allowed to be played in Munchkin.
In Munchkin.
Yes, exactly.
Munchkin, you can say whatever word, mean whatever you want.
Exactly.
It was interesting because, like you said, the fact that it was so long, we actually saw that deck get shuffled, that Plutonium Dragon be played twice, which you know if that comes out, it's a heavy hitter. It was really rough for Ben because we saw, as a lot of people, if you've got 2 at level 9, you've got to use all your ammo on one person, and then what happens,
I saw
the other person comes in.
Two moments in this game that were big for me. When Chaz had that level 20 Plutonium Dragon, looked like he was going to beat it, and then Marcus played the mate. No, I believe Jeremy played the mate card that added it to 40. The other one was when Ben had the level 1 potted plant and was looking easy to win. Marcus threw that loser level down, knocked him down to 8. Ben beats the potted plant, gets to level 9. If he didn't play the loser level, Ben would have gotten to win the game, actually, and would have had your chance, though. But just games like that, stuff like that in Munchkin is something that can't be carried over any other game because there's so much uncertainty and so much friendship.
So much back and forth. So much give and take on that.
One person, yeah, exactly. We said it. Someone who was your friend at the beginning of the game might have cost you a chance to go to Las Vegas.
Which is interesting because it seemed like there wasn't a lot of teaming up to help defeat monsters, which is something you normally see in a casual game, but here in a tournament series might be a little more reluctant.
Exactly, that was something that was actually pretty surprising. Not a lot of treasures traded, not a lot of people wanting to see. But you're right, a lot of people backstabbing, playing strategically. A lot of casual games kind of just, I want to backstab you. There were chances for people...
Sidestab you.
Yeah,
just a
exactly.
Shiv, like just a little shiv.
There were a lot of chances for people to backstab, but they use it strategically, like the loser level with Ben. It's just a well-played Munchkin game.
Yeah.
There's no other way around it.
It was tons of fun. And if you're thinking about how you can do it, you can pick up this game on your own. Go to Game Masters. They usually have them on the shelf. You can go to Steve Jackson Games, order it, I believe, or many various stores carry Munchkin. Even Walgreens at this point, I know, carries Munchkin. It's a great way to pick it up, have some fun with your friends. And more importantly, if you're having fun, enter our Unrivaled series.
Yeah.
Go out, grab a last-minute qualifier if you're in any one of those cities that we haven't been to, and enter. Super easy way to potentially win a lot of money or a free trip to Vegas, which I know.
All expense paid trip to Vegas, like we saw with the Nevermore winner Rebecca.
Yeah, congrats
already
to Rebecca.
on the way to Vegas, and these are
exciting times.
The worst case scenario, you're getting a free trip to go to Vegas, a chance to win $250,000. I think the outcome weighs the badness of entering in one of these tournaments, playing in one of these tournaments.
There's no badness. You get to play. Hey, what is hurt? Your pride? Oh, please. I hurt my pride when I started wearing tube socks with coloring on the top. It doesn't matter. And there he is. There is our winner.
There is our winner of the Munchkin game. It is our friend Ladaj Chaz, and he has an all-expense paid trip to Vegas as the Ontario regional winner.
A huge congratulations.
And that was, as we see Chaz right there, gets the nice little thing, gets from our Unrivaled tournament series. Man, that was a great way to end the Munchkin game. Consulting the judges, however, still finding a way to end up winning the game.
Right, brilliant. So what do we have coming up next? What's after this?
So coming up next on our featured table is the championship round of our game, Ascension, an Unrivaled Tournament Series game, a deck building game, something a little bit different in Munchkin, but I promise you to have just as much pizzazz.
Strategy out the wazoo. Yeah, it is, both you and I can attest, a very fun game to play. Lots of thinking, probably not as much conversation, but very in-depth in strategy. So we're going to be coming back with more Ascension.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here at the Ontario Regional Final for the Unrivaled Tournament Series. Just saw Munchkin winner. Up next is Ascension. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after a short break. Honor. If you want to come around and kill the cultist your next turn, you can. But whatever, when you kill a monster in the middle row, that automatically gets voided and discarded, and you automatically take a card and put it back and replace it.
Exactly. Something you touched on. The key word there, the void. V-O-I-D, void. Whenever something is banished, it goes to the void and cannot be recovered unless, again, a card would say otherwise, which I don't believe in this version of Ascension we have a card like that. Otherwise, your turn, once you've played those cards, the cards that you've played down, your heroes or your apprentices, your militia, will go immediately into your discard pile. And then once you've run through all the cards in your hand, you will shuffle that discard pile and draw those top 5.
Yes, and again, this is a deck building game. You do get honor by getting, you do go those little ruby thing, diamond things by defeating monsters and acquiring cards. However, some cards have honors on them, and at the end of the game, you combine the honors that you have for the physical and what your cards have.
Now, a card should be there. It is. There should never be a vacancy in the center. If they are, they're just lagging in time. The first thing that always happens in the turn of the stack is after you've played down, or as soon as a card is been defeated or purchased from the center row, one will be drawn immediately and placed down. So that is the first thing that will happen. There you saw it again. And really interesting because a lot of this, if you just think about it and you're like, oh, I just want to purchase as many cards as possible, you know, I don't really have a strategy, just pick up whatever I can here and there, you're gonna build a deck that's not gonna be really effective. It can essentially pollute your deck, and you're really not gonna get to the cards you want because you're gonna have a bigger stack of cards. So what's one way to do that? We talk about some of the factions, and the factions are Lifebound,
Mechana, Void,
and Enlightened.
And the one thing I do want to point out, there's heroes, which played every now and then through your deck, and then there are what is called constructs. And constructs are a little bit more powerful cards, and they stay out with you. And so you get those effects every turn. For example, we just saw a Shadow Star construct being played. And so once per turn, that adds 1 power. The power that you get for other cards that you're playing. So you do play your 5 cards, and then you'll get the power from your construct. And as you see, people will get the constructs every now and then. Sean doesn't have one yet. Tim has one. It played the Shadow Star.
Whatever, how long it was.
You get those as you are. They have a lot of honor added to them. And they just are another reason to have certain power, as we see this game going to kick in a high gear. Ascension is kind of fast-paced moving game.
Yeah, and it's funny because when you start coupling things, it tends to go, I mean, there's a reason they're in factions, and it all has to do with this elaborate story of Vigil. Again, game design, Justin Gary did it, Stoneblade, I believe, published. But basically,
4 and 2.
if you start pairing those factions, like Enlightened, if you start coupling a lot of Enlightened with Lifebound, or Enlightened with Mechana, they start to work in tandem. And towards the end of the game, you're going to start getting these massive hands where people are drawing multiple cards, you know, huge hands where you can do incredibly powerful things. So it's going to be interesting to see what we have here, and we've already got it going. It's already going on. It's going on.
So we'll go right into this game. This is a good game, fast-paced moving game. As you see right there, Tim takes a heavy infantry. That's +2 power for him for his next turn. Puts it back in the deck. Has 3 runes right now, looking to what he can buy.
Now, do you have a favorite faction you like to play, J-Man? Is there something
I'm
you like
big Lifebound.
towards?
I like the Lifebound. My favorite construct is probably the Snapdragon. However, my favorite construct in the entire game is the Muramasa.
Oh, the Muramasa. And why do you like that card so much?
I like the Muramasa card because it gives you 3 power for each turn, but it also is the name of one of my favorite DJs who we were listening to earlier to pump us up.
There it is. There it is.
As we see Jeremy getting 2 honor right there into his turn. You see a lot of shuffling. You have 5 cards in your hand. If you have 2 cards left over, you're going to have to shuffle all the time. As we see a life construct being played, that is the Void Thirster.
Ooh, yeah.
That is being played over there by Sean.
Just a cultist.
And the Void Thirster is a Void construct, and once per turn you gain 1 power. And the first time you defeat a monster in the center row, each turn you gain 1 extra.
One
on
extra,
it.
one extra.
So that's a good one to have right there because you're getting the one on it.
Yep, I have 3 attack, which is not a whole lot of help. I
Tim's
have
doing a
3
lot of
apprentice,
thinking,
also
looking
not
at
a ton of
what's
help.
in it. It's always interesting
I'll
to
take
think
cultist.
about what the other people are playing, because if
I
they're
will
going
take
after a specific suit, a specific
heavy
genre,
infantry.
a specific faction, if you will,
will
then maybe
let the
you
last
know
bit
that
of
your
waste.
chance
It's your
of
turn.
getting those particular factions is probably less. So maybe you want to go a different route. This is a game where strategy is constantly changing. Constantly changing.
That is true.
Like a radio station on a road trip.
A lot of this game is kind of telling people what you do. You've got to keep people in the loop. You don't want to just throw stuff out there and kind of just leave them out to dry, because a lot of stuff, it is a fast-paced moving game. A lot of things will get taken away real quick.
But I'll take the draw 2 cards guy. That works for me.
That's not a bad card.
The early part of the game, it's kind of building your deck more than getting what the powerful cards is. You want to see what you can get. A lot of mystics, a lot of heavy infantries. As you see, we see. Ooh, that's the Rocket Courier X99 Mechana construct thrown out there right now. We've got a good board out there, mixture of monsters, heroes constructs, as we see Sean super happy with that turn.
Mechana, I don't even know how to say it, I just like saying it.
I'm going to say if we establish it as Mechana on the first day, until we're told it's not, we're going to keep going.
You
with
would
Mechana.
do that.
Yep.
You would do that.
5 gives me 4 honor.
Adam, go ahead.
Banishing a card.
Banishing
from
a
the
Wind
center.
Tyrant. Defeated a Wind Tyrant in the center. That's nice because he's going to gain 3 and gain 3. Or did you banish
You
it?
told me to pay attention.
I think he defeated it.
Okay.
Because he got the, he
6
has the
buy
construct
because
of
of
Void
him.
Thirster, giving him an extra power.
So I'll take this for 4. Flip, please.
Oh, yeah, see?
Big mistake.
I'll take this for 1.
You don't want that guy.
And 1 more.
There we go.
They're all mistakes.
I will not
So a
take
lot of
that
these
one.
cards
Everything he
too
does is huge mistake.
will say you have the opportunity
Off to the
to
next. Luckily, I didn't
banish
do
a
that.
card in your hand, your discard pile, or this in a row.
Going to Vegas is a
That can
mistake,
turn
too,
into
so I'll
effect
just
if you
take
know a card that
it.
someone wants to have, or if you just think that it's using up space up there. That's a key later on in the game.
Right, and I believe with his Shadow Star, there it is. He's got 2 power out there, and he's going to go ahead and buy
Get that
Rocket
Mechana
Courier.
Courier.
Did he take
Never
it?
again.
Yeah, he took it the
Never
Rocket
again.
Courier, that Mechana construct.
Never
I
again.
believe if it is the Rocket Courier,
Never
it's tough to tell.
Last time
Once
we
he
used
draws
it
that, he can
7
put it
times
in
in a game,
play,
3 times in
and
one
that's going to be
turn.
1 less on every
That's never happened since.
construct he has via Mechana.
I have a wild
Which is
card
nice.
hand yet.
That is
I don't
true. A
know
lot of
anything.
monsters on the board right now,
So,
waiting to
first thing
get
I'm gonna
killed.
do is get rid of this
Sometimes that's a gift
Wait.
and a curse.
Yeah.
You want,
Who cares?
you want to have a lot of
Pretend.
monsters out there to kill, but if you don't have a lot of power,
And
then
I get to figure
you're just ending up buying the Mystic over and over.
Right.
Or the Heavy Infantry.
There has to be a sense of forethought in this game because as soon as you defeat a monster,
exactly the right amount.
that card is going to be replaced. So the next turn you're looking out, it's likelihood it's probably going to be a rune card. You never know. So because it switches up so much, I mean, you almost have to think about what is happening. You plan for the future. You know, like when you have a baby, you need to think about what they're going to do for college. Plan for the future in this game.
Do you like wolf sharks?
You just, yeah, there we go. That is,
I'll trade you.
Before you know it, those
that is a
those-
life relation to what Ascension really is.
Those trips to
A
Walmart.
deck building game, planning for the future kind of game.
Those trips to Walmart where you buy every big package of candy are going to come back to hurt you when your child wants to go to Chapman University.
That is, logically speaking, yes.
All right, so
Sorry, I got so angry there.
Just Tim loves his Ascension.
I love my Ascension, I love my Chapman, I love my Walmart.
It's Wolf Shaman.
You see bot there. I believe that is the Flytrap Witch that was just purchased.
No way. She's my favorite of the witches. She's a cool witch.
I could be wrong right there. Again, we'll keep going until I was proven wrong.
I would sing the Nico and Vince song, but I
It
can't.
is not as he purchased the Wolf Shaman.
But
actually.
there, the Flytrap
I
Witch
was wrong.
just turned over.
And so there we go.
I love the Flytrap Witch. I think you and I really like playing Lifebound, even though it's probably probability-wise not the best play.
Tomato, tomato.
Yeah, you know.
Lifebound, leafbound.
Fruit, veggie, whatever.
Yeah, the Wolf Shaman that was purchased by Sean is you gain a rune. Every time you play it and you draw an extra card.
Right.
So it's another
I will
Good chance
banish
for you
in the
as we get pulled
center.
over.
Whoa, when did you
And
get
that's
15?
something I love at the end.
That was a good throw right there, and I believe that actually is
banish
Is that the
Muramasa.
Muramasa? There he is,
I will
right
also
in
banish
the
my
throng of
Unrivaled.
it.
Avoid.
Which I believe is a tribute to old swordsmanship,
leaves
Japanese
3
swordsmanship.
apprentice. I will
Is
take
Muramasa.
Is that right?
I think 14th, 15th century swordsmanship term.
You're asking the wrong guy right over
I'm
there.
telling.
Oh, you're telling me.
No, I don't know.
Let's see, I've got 4.
There's
5
Tim.
Plus 1 is 6. Banish that.
Tim looking at cards. What's he? And there he is. That's great. He wiped out that Earth Tyrant, I believe. So picks up a 5 spot in the honor pool, and he's going to draw 2
Every time I
cards.
see Void, I
which
got
is
I'm
nice.
looking over this guy.
Looks like these guys are friendly.
Yeah,
Like, very nice.
they look
guys.
like a veteran group of players
Yeah.
that are comfortable with the pace of the game, seeing everybody. Yeah, it's
Seeing everybody, seeing cards,
I'm not OCD.
seeing people, seer of the
Because
forked
I
path.
did that in completely the wrong order. I'm not going to banish anything.
So right now on the table,
Good.
it looks like Adam has the most honor showing, but doesn't mean he's got the most in his deck.
not at all. You could have the most honor showing, but if you have built a good deck, you can have a lot of honor based on constructs and the heroes that you built throughout the game.
Be friends.
Yeah, it's like, what's behind that parka? Oh my gosh, it's another sweater. Boom.
Yeah,
I'll pass out Valentine's cards.
I believe we
I've
just
been there before.
got another purchase. I can't really see what it was that Tim just
picked
picked up.
There he is redrawing, taking those new 5,
Would be my turn.
It would be your turn.
and to Jeremy.
Let's do this card that he doesn't want again, because it's awful. It's awful. It's terrible. You don't want it.
Jeremy, very established beard, very established hat. Love his style.
That's a
Do
good
I
look.
love
That's
his-
a good look for the
It is.
regional.
Do I love his style of play? Let's see, what's he got out there? Couple runes.
Got a couple apprentices, or a couple mystics, I should say. One apprentice.
And I think he's got an Arbiter out there, which is a great card. Draw 2 cards, banish a card in your hand. Great way to thin out your deck. Make sure you're only playing your fantastic cards. Fantastic cards.
4 left to buy.
Another Wind Tyrant on the board.
A lot of these moves, Ascension's a game. The moves are very deliberate. They're thought out, however, they're
Go heavy
very,
infantry.
very deliberate,
That was a gamble.
very kind of. Here's what's gonna do, but it's just there's just
And no sound effects for that.
mass amounts of strategy going into it with every pick of the card.
And that's why I suffer at this game. I'm not a thinker, I'm more of a doer. And this is tough for me because all of a sudden I'll be worked up about, oh, I want to grab all the
Yes.
power out there and kill all the monsters, and then they'll be gone, and what am I left with?
Exactly.
Nothing.
Banish a card in my hand or
We
discard
see
pile. I'll do the
Sean
discard
playing down his cards.
Give you a little bit more space here.
He's gonna banish a card. He's gonna banish an apprentice,
Smart.
which
Get rid
is
of
a
the
smart move that doesn't give you any honor
Right.
throughout the game. That's you want to get rid of those cards that don't really help you out. A lot of runes just thrown down there with his mystics and an apprentice, I
This card's
believe.
all in your face.
Now-
Debating on what to buy right now. There are a lot of monsters out on the field right now.
Now you touched on that. Mystics and heavy militia, correct? Those are going to give you. Those are essentially your jacked up apprentices and your regular militia. They give you +2 in runes if you've got a mystic, and +2 in power if you've got a heavy militia.
And I believe he had just he
Which I think
who did he
I'll just
beat
go
just
this.
now?
I don't know, but I saw it tossed out. A seer, open up your eyes. We've got the all-seeing eye is out there. You don't need glasses to see it because once per turn you may draw a card.
That is a good card later on in the game.
Yeah. Coupled with what is right next to it, is that a Tablet of Time's Dawn?
Different artwork is really messing
Or
me
is
up.
that an aesthetic? It's so hard to see.
And looking at them upside
5
down.
attack. Oh, this has a new artwork in it.
That's 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a Tablet of Time's Dawn, correct? Right next to it. 2 very powerful
have
enlightened
6
factions.
Just thrown over was that fly trap witch that we had talked about earlier.
Got his hand on it, doesn't gonna do anything.
This is where the thought process comes in. It's do I do it?
Yeah.
I see something else I really like.
Do I do it?
I think at the end of
He
the
did
day,
it.
he says he's taking it.
Smart.
So it's a good construct for him to have. It costs 6 runes, but once per turn he draws another card. And it's
True.
2 honor. The price for that, I think, is a little too much for me personally, but again, I didn't make the game, so.
However, early game, that's pretty great to have out there.
Yes,
right?
Just
And late game.
the chance of drawing another card for your turn really will come into play, starting at this halfway point once we get rid of all the honor.
But you bring up a great point. Rune purchase price versus total honor of the card. 6 versus 2 on the All-Seeing Eye, whereas flip to Mechana, or we have something like, let's say, a Watchmaker's Altar. You're going to pay 5 runes, and you're going to get
5 honor.
5 honor. So the power might not be as great for its special ability, but honor-wise, it's a pretty good investment.
And
right?
now, if one of the biggest constructs, if not the biggest in the game, is a Mechana construct, the Hedron Canyon. That costs 8 runes. However, that's 8 honor that you get, and once per turn, you gain 1 power for each Mechana construct you control. So if you have construct after construct, Mechana construct, and you get this, that could be a good turn, and you can kill some monsters and gain some honor.
Would you say Kablamo?
I would say Kablimo.
Oh, Kablimo.
I don't know why.
Your
I just
sound
said
effects are always
defense.
the ones we go with. Kablimo.
Oh, as we promised, though, once we still the cultist, my cultist, when it gets killed, my cultist sound. So hopefully someone kills a cultist.
I know.
So
I'd love to see just the small whipping of the cultist really quick. I like that you said my cultist, my cultist. It sounded like a Walt Whitman poem.
It could be the beginning of something.
Ralph Waldo Emerson was who I meant to quote. To all of you poets out there.
Different cards. If you're like, oh, I can afford all of these.
No judgment, as you see. He has the 2 power. Maybe we get the cultist. Let me do the cultist stream.
Do it. Don't do it. And
Ooh, he's buying something first.
buy first, think later.
Flipping over.
Spike Vixen? Is that what he got? Which is nice.
Flips
Oh,
over the
Avatar of the
R.
Fallen.
Oh, that's a
one of the
nice
most
card.
powerful monster cards out there. It is a buy 7, gives you 4 honor. It's unbanishable, so no one can banish it from the center row. But you may acquire it. You may.
And he did kill the cultist, by the way, so I'm going to go. That was just not what I wanted to do. That was not how I executed it. That's not what I did in front of the mirror today.
I also heard a burp at the very end of it.
That was just a weird 3 seconds of my life right there. We're going to go back to the game.
Back to the game.
You can see Sean defeats that 4 right there. I believe it is a mistake of creation right there.
Now, did someone beat the Avatar of the Fallen? Because if so, they can take... No, it is still out there, right?
Yes.
Can I see it out? Yes, there it is. If that is defeated, they can grab that Muramasa without having to do anything, which is huge.
And we just defeated right there was the flight, or someone just got banished.
They banished the Tablet of Time's Dawn.
There we go. Good eye.
Thank you. Strike.
All right, and there's a purchase right there.
All right, your turn.
Can't necessarily see what that is.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
By Monsieur Sean, and the turn moves to Mr. Tim. Nope, not Mr. Tim. Turn moves to Adam.
And,
Adam just
his
defeated
brother
the
just showed up.
level 5.
Pissed.
Bada bing, bada boom.
5 and 2.
I believe it is the level 5.
I will take
Sea
him
Tyrant.
for
Could be
1.
mistaken.
I've got
Adam
2,
reminds me of
3.
that actor, Jesse, what's his face, from Breaking
I will
Bad.
take a
No,
cultist
Aaron.
for 1.
Aaron Paul.
That's it.
3,
That's it.
I will buy
Sharp looks, keen eye, strategizing,
here.
What made that show so
dramatic. Aaron Paul was great.
And
Right? He's got like a little scruff. A little bit. You see a little bit.
A tad Aaron
He
Paul-esque.
killed his brother, too.
The Ascension version.
The Ascension Aaron Paul. I love it. Come on, Adam. Okay, on to Tim. Here we go.
6.
Oh,
Exchanging his for
is-
the red.
yeah, cash in. We need like an official banker
Yeah.
for Ascension.
23.
But look at that.
Oh, boy.
Sean, Adam has a lot of honor already
Right.
showing right now.
Tim,
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
and it looks like
trade me a
Jeremy
red
doesn't
jet.
have a ton, but again,
That's all he's got.
there we are. There we go. We got a little great overhead view of some of the constructs that are in play.
We just saw a Snapdragon floating out there.
Looks like Tim is the only one with the 2 constructs. Is that correct?
I do believe that is
Right.
correct.
And
Could have afforded most of it.
2. Well, I've always
Man,
thought
there's
it was
nothing
a
like playing the game on Ascension
No.
with a chance to go to Las Vegas. Is that?
No,
Dude,
nothing.
Colorado Girls.
Unless you're already in Las Vegas.
That's true. That
You
is
don't
true.
have to play to get there.
Exactly.
But how many people have that, other than the couple million people that live in Las Vegas?
Hey,
But they probably don't want to be there. They probably want to trip to like Tallahassee.
Yeah.
Quit it, dude. Quit it. Quit drawing
Okay,
stuff.
do we have
Damn it,
another?
stop
Toss,
drawing
look at
cards.
all of those
We're not gonna draw
constructs,
cards.
or is that just
Those
when
are
he's
just-
playing?
those are
He's
just
playing,
heroes.
but he's got the all-seeing eye out there.
Collect all my stuff here.
All-seeing eye. He's got a spike fixing.
I don't think those are construct though. He has the.
But
Trees and some militia.
no, yeah, you're right. He's got the aesthetic.
He just played almost all his cards he had.
All his cards.
He went all in right there. That's just a power move right here.
And that's again where the enlightened faction.
He's taking the Flytrap Witch.
I've been forgetting to gain the
It's a good grab right there. And I
Never mind,
believe he's
you-
trying to say he's done.
You're
I
right,
call her
you're
my
right.
Flytrap
My bad, I got
princess.
It's, you know,
Which seems a
there's-
little harsh.
They gain 2 every
He
turn.
is. That's it. It's his turn. That's a big turn.
I know I have.
Even though he's only sitting with 5, that's a big turn.
That's those. That's all that. Doesn't discard.
6.
Now the things to kill.
1.
Just for fun. Just because that's how you guys know.
They
I
get to
am.
draw a card. You like doing that.
What do I gain from him again? 2, right?
1.
1?
Uno.
Is that a druid?
And draw a card.
That could be, I believe so.
And draw a card I probably can't use. Good point.
Or runic?
Although
Look at all
no,
those powers.
Use
6
Oh
power
boy.
right there.
Is he taking? Did he take down Muramasa? Did he have enough?
He has 3 more power left. He's gonna kill the cultist. That's better. That's a better cultist.
There
son.
it is.
I'll give myself a little credit for that
Draw a
one.
card. That's not what I wanted. Alright. I'll just do it. Put it out.
Oh, what am I doing?
6 here.
That's stupid. Sorry.
What are you doing?
Thinking,
My bad.
pondering.
It was almost 2. It was almost 5 here. There. I don't know
Step
what those
back.
were. I
I'm
actually
done.
I went, wait, no. Like super quick.
Let's get that.
Ooh, a nice purchase right there.
Sure. Then
And that
these
is a
be
shade of the Black Watch that he picked up,
heavy
I
infantry.
believe. Gain 2 power. You may banish a card in your hand or discard pile.
The Watchmaker's Altar finds his way onto the core. That's another Mechanic construct. So a lot of Mechanic constructs being thrown up early in this game onto
Yeah.
the board of the center row.
Yeah. And it looks like Sean is playing a little bit more of a void-based
Yeah.
style. I don't know what Tim's playing. Tim is an enigma for me, which is how I feel about myself. So it's like I'm looking at myself, thinking about myself, wondering why I'm not playing anything specific yet.
I will take 3 cultists.
But he is sitting with 15 honor, so that's not too shabby. Here we go, over to Tim. And if I see the board correctly, the center row doesn't have any monsters at the moment, do they?
That's a tough matchup when you bring all
He's got 1.
power in, and all you can do is kill the
Yeah.
cultist, and that's a good purchase right there.
And you still got that Avatar of the Fallen sitting out there, waiting to be snatched.
I've got
Speaking of Avatar, M. Night Shyamalan, another one? Did you hear it?
And
On the news, maybe?
I've got anything 6
You gonna watch
or
it?
less for another cultist.
Those are
Last
audible head
Favorite
shakes
card in my
for the
least
audience at
favorite
home.
Doing that.
If it makes you feel any better, if there had been a 6, I would have
alright.
just killed it last turn.
That's not funny. We shouldn't be
So,
laughing.
Decks are being shuffled. More cards are being drawn. That
He's
honor
already
pool
peerless,
is
and on top of it,
Every time someone shuffles,
disintegrating.
not you.
I believe that they're better than me at life because I just can't shuffle.
You said you had friends. He's not. These 2 are friends, right?
I mean, that's the truth.
In the Ludo.
So I don't understand where, is there a discrepancy in that statement? Have
No,
your
but I just
friends-
wanted you to say something that didn't make me feel as
Have
bad.
your friends watched you shuffle ever?
I don't really shuffle in front of my friends.
Is that why I'm going to make you at the next party you go to, even if it's a dance party, and I know it will be a dance party, bring a deck and have to shuffle in front of them. Because I think even while you're busting out the moves, they're going to think, oh my gosh, he can't shuffle. Let's get out of here.
I will. I will try.
3 of them would be awesome.
Wait, no.
I wish I could math like that.
I don't know, man.
What kind of game are you playing over there?
Do I get the 2 mystics for 2?
Lots of smiles today, though. Lots of smiles, which
I
is
mean,
good.
there's nothing better than playing these kind
Ascension.
of games, tabletop games.
Oh, we've got a
Ascension.
Watchmaker's Altar.
Yeah.
Watchmaker's Altar on there. Tell me about that, real
The
quick.
Watchmaker's Altar is a Mechanic construct. Costs 5 runes, has 5 honor.
Okay.
Again, the Mechanic constructs are usually the ones with the most honor. Once per turn, you gain a rune, and you may spend it only to acquire Mechanic constructs. So
Okay.
again, that could help yourself when you get the Huge Cannon, as we see.
Teammates here.
Oh, he's just picking up 2 mystics.
What do you guys think I should
Okay.
do?
So is there anyone on the board right now that it looks like they're really pegging for the Mechana? I don't see it yet, but possibly Tim might be still.
Jeremy's picking up a lot of good cards right now.
Yeah.
Just picked up a Mystic. Mystic doesn't seem like much, but on a board where there's not that many monsters, the more runes you can have to accumulate will come into play.
In your back pocket.
And you do get an honor point with it coming into the end of the day.
I wish I could just kind of pull Mystics out of anywhere. Like, oh, hey.
Oh, I got 3 runes. Let me buy this sandwich. And I don't have to use my money.
Oh, hey, I got to get on this bus.
But also keep the Mystic
with
over
you.
and over again.
Of course, a traveling Mystic.
If only if life was like Ascension.
If life were paid for with runes.
Only if life was like Ascension and you were walking around seeing Flytrap, Witches, and Druids of the Stone Circle.
What? You want to run into where's that Druid of the Stone Circle?
All right, and we do have actually another winner of another game. It's Epic Spell Wars, and our winner is Anshul. Congratulations to Anshul winning Epic Spell Wars. One of my favorite games. I know I say this all, but that actually might be my favorite game. He has an all-expense-paid trip to Las Vegas. Congratulations to Anshul from here on the Unrivaled tournament. Great job.
Way to go, Anshul. Good work. Chance to win $250,000 or a portion of that $250,000 going to Vegas. Love it.
For a game like Epic Spell Wars too, which is pretty cool. We're going to be covering that on a couple other trips throughout the Unrivaled tournament series as we focus today on Munchkin Ascension and King of Tokyo.
I feel like you like Epic Spell Wars because you get to use, some foul language, and there's characters like Skullzor in there.
I will say that adds a benefit to it.
Sometimes you're hostile, and which is weird for a guy that can't shuffle that well. Like I don't. Maybe
There's
that's where it's coming from.
There might be a correlation to that. There might not be a correlation to that. As we see right there. Adam just pulls out a nice card. I think
we've got a Mechana initiate out there. Is that what I see? That's a hard word. That is hard. There it is. Yeah. Initiate. I feel like every time I say it, I'm swearing.
You're initiating something.
And that's a 1-for-1. I don't think a lot of people will be taking that card, so it'll probably get banished. That's a good card early because it gives you option between rune and power. Jeremy, what a good camera presence.
All these guys are really, it's a very smooth game. They're talking to each other.
Yeah.
And when you're playing, yes, you're trying to compete, but it's also a game. You just want to have fun, and I think this is a type of a vibe that all these guys have together. Ooh.
That's big. Looks like he's going to, he's got 4 power, 3 apprentice out there. Don't know exactly what he took. At this point, I'm wondering whether Tim needs to start getting some bigger.
Didn't notice. I still have 2, so yay.
Well, that's what judges are for.
There he just takes another heavy infantry.
And yet he wasn't going to say anything unless you asked. So I
Police myself.
5 attack.
I think you haven't paid under the table.
Oh, where'd that come from?
Wait, no, you wouldn't though, because he would have been on your side. Never mind.
And there it is, a Wind Tyrant back out there.
I like the Wind Tyrant.
I do too. They're very blowy. Great way to gain 3 honor and 3 runes. So it should be. It's always fun. I like defeating monsters. I really do. It just makes me feel better.
Yes.
Because it's instantaneous gratification.
Yes, exactly.
You get a feeling. You get a feeling.
Yeah.
Like if I hit you right now, you get a feeling.
I wouldn't be happy. Because the way my hand is, you'd probably crush my wrist.
What? No.
I'm just saying.
We don't condone physical violence, by the way. We only condone tabletop violence on the board.
Back to the game.
Back to the game.
We're here with Ascension in the Ontario Regional of the Unrivaled Tournament Series.
I see it. All-Seeing Eye is out there.
It's a good construct play right there.
J-Dog, J-Remy tossing out.
It's true. You can decide not to take those points for yourself and wait.
I'm also going to be honest, these shirts that these guys are wearing are top notch.
They are. They're enchanting.
They're here in the championship, and they're dressing like they're in the championship.
I love it. Do you see our audience of chicken wings back there? I see it's just waiting for the winner. I believe that winner will get some complimentary chicken wings from the plate that's on the first row.
So this is when you start playing hands and you get a lot more cards dealt out.
starting soon, what you're gonna start to see on that board, because that honor again is draining pretty quickly. You're gonna start to see that a scramble for last minute honor, because there's only a couple more times that you're probably going to be going through your deck, and so right now it's pretty important. Let's take a look at the board, J-Man. Who do you see out there that's leading in our honor? On the board.
Sean has a good showing. I think it has to be between Adam and Tim though. Adam has a lot. Tim has a lot of reds, a lot of rubies.
Yeah,
but then again, we have to think about what we have in the deck. There's a lot of stuff in the deck that a lot of people may play. They may view the way they play differently than other players, and that's all in the strategy that comes to this.
Right. Sean has a decent amount. Sean does a decent amount out there too.
He's looking for that.
Was he going Mechana?
No,
what is that?
He actually is taking the Mechana.
That was the Rocket Courier?
I think that was the Rocket Courier.
Good turn, or good construct to have too. Again, this might be where he switches. We haven't seen too many Mechana cards out there, but they might be. Look, 2 Avatar Golems on the center row.
That Muramasa is still out there with the Snapdragon as well. Those are a lot of cards out there right now that are still that could change the game just by the purchasing.
Let me tell you, Justin, one of my favorite cards is the Avatar Golem, because it doesn't matter which faction you're playing. Either way, you're going to gain 2 power, and for every faction among constructs you control, you're going to gain 1 honor. So that's a pretty nice card to have out there. It doesn't even matter if you're focused on a Mechana a faction. I said a faction almost. It sounded like
I kind of no.
I can't live without your love and a faction.
Well played, sir. Well played, sir, Tim. Speaking of Tim, as he looks for his Unrivaled, looks good in his Unrivaled t-shirt.
Come on, Tim. What do we got? He's tossing down a couple, looks like Demon Slayer. Ooh, Demon Slayer's pretty good. You can get +3, so that's he's got a monster killer right there.
He's using a Shadow Star to gain another power, so he has 3 power, I think.
Is he
5
going?
power plus the
Where's
1
he
power.
Going? What's he doing?
I think he's killing the cultist 3 times.
You want to hear the effect? He is. That he is doing, Donkey.
That'll do, Donkey.
He's killing the cultist 3 times. I have to work on that.
We all have to work
I'm
on
sorry.
something. Not these guys. These guys are the best of the best at Ascension. They're just 1 short game away of going to Las Vegas.
Here in Ontario Mills, California. Not to be confused with Ontario, Canada, which when I saw our schedule, I thought I was going to. I actually applied for my first passport, and so I'm pretty disappointed. I'd like to be reimbursed, Oomba. Thank you.
My hand's been a gamble like every time.
It said Ontario, CA. What is Canada's?
CAN.
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 Okay.
As you see, the honor pool is diminishing
dwindling
by the second.
Look at it. Look at it out there.
And there's still a lot of great cards out there. A lot of constructs being played. Another banishment of an apprentice right there. That's going to help you out in the long run too.
I mean, I'm pretty impressed, I have to say, with Tim, because it looks honestly like he has not played that much as far as like heroes, but he has a very particular strategy. Nicking the cultist for like 3, and then so we'll see how it plays out.
All these guys, as you can see, have all these different ideas of how to play, whether it's construct heavy, whether it's hero heavy, whether it's take a bunch of cards, exactly.
I should be that guy again, right?
I like our overhead shots because I get to see the definition of their forearms. Look, there, bam. Uh-oh.
Oh, the Muramasa was banished.
Yeah.
Get that card out of the way.
He lays his cards down, immediately buys it, and then pretends like he didn't say anything.
You saw nothing.
So Jeremy playing a lot of draw cards, a lot of draw heavy stuff. Other than that, it looks like we don't have too many like patrons of a specific. Oh, Wolf Shaman, good card, good card, good card still for late in the game.
He just purchased. I think he just actually purchased the Watchmaker's Altar, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
So that's another construct that he has. So. See the turn in the tide of how this game is going to be played now. Strategy sometimes goes out the window because you're looking to just press for how much honor you're going to have.
Like that Wolf Shaman, you like? I told you like Wolf Shaman.
Not really.
Like
That's a
Like,
good
this whole time in
shuffler.
his head, he's like,
He's
I wanna
good
go
at
void,
shuffling.
I want to go void.
I like that when you can go in front and behind, in front and behind. My grandpa used to be able to
Get
do
rid of
that.
this apprentice.
I could never.
I can't.
I couldn't. You're not alone in your woes. Don't ever feel that way.
And I'm not going to banish one for that.
Like what we could do is we could learn to bridge together. You take one pile, I'll take the other, and we'll form
That's 4 cultists.
a bridge.
And
That sounds like a pretty
2 to
decent plan
purchase,
to me.
which is
That's friendship.
That's.
Heavy.
I was gonna say stuff
Turn
dumb.
this
But I'm just gonna
Just gonna.
refrain from myself doing that.
Heyo. There's another. Wow. So there's a lot of honor on that. On the outside of the board. Now, tell us a little bit about when it runs out. Who played first? Who was our first player? And we might have hopped in that a second late, so I don't know if we could have figured it out because we were spitting our yappers. But whoever played first, if it runs out on the second player, that first person doesn't get another turn. It just goes to player 4.
Exactly.
So that's gonna play into the strategy here towards the end as we wind down this Ascension Championship table at our regionals in Ontario.
Adam just played a really smart, just
Almost there.
rune or honor heavy
Just to fit it again.
card right or round right there, I guess you can say.
Really.
Yeah, he pulled all his cards at one, but got 5 honor, so went straight to the rubies. And as you see right there,
I wasn't paying attention. I was Googling M. Night Shyamalan.
Probably. I would be surprised.
Oh! Heyo! What's that?
Well, if we get
Oh, one of my favorite cards, Twofold Ascara. Love that card.
you are a sucker for Ascara.
I love Ascara. It's rare. Why is it rare? You copy the effect of a hero played this turn. That can be a big swayer in a hand. Because you can copy anything that's out there. And I'm surprised to see no one really stretching for those avatar golems. I like the card design. Some of the artwork has been, a lot of people aren't like crazy about it. I think it's really cool. Look at this little guy.
The designs, I think, are just crazy in this game. I think one of the more well-designed game, along with Epic Spell Wars. I
Yeah.
think is
Oh yeah. Epic Spell Wars, some great little.
gnarly drawn.
That's a good word. Gnarly. I love this avatar golem. This little guy riding this giant big thing with his glasses. Very like steampunk, Fantastic Four.
Definitely not what I wanted. Too late in the game to get.
And it looks like we are down to just about 15 total honor on the board, roughly. And if we're just going strictly honor points, Tim
I believe.
and
I would say
Adam
I would
are
say Adam
very,
has
very tight there.
the more.
The more the merrier.
Awesome.
Who was saying by heavy infantry?
Yes, I was. Wolf Shaman. Draw a card.
Wolf Shaman? Drawing a
Wolf
card,
Shaman.
taking a rune. That's smart. For our first-time players, it's always important, I've found, as I've been whooped several times online, to make sure you draw those cards first before you do anything else. Tends to help.
Oh, when he plays this, that Rocket Courier Mechanic Construct, 3 constructs out now for Sean.
Are there any constructs though on the board? Are there any
No.
Mechana constructs on the board that he can purchase for less money?
I
put in
don't.
play,
I don't
less
think
runes?
so. Unfortunately, not. He's taking a look right now. Only that Snapdragon is out there right now, the Lifebound construct.
Does he have enough?
I'm not sure.
I'm very bad at math. Upside down math is the worst.
No Avatar Golems 3, huh? Even though you'd be
It
gaining.
looks like we have some of our judges in the background. Christian is back there. CJ, probably going to be tallying up the final points pretty soon here, as we are coming down to our last couple turns in Ascension. And there go more of the honor pool. And this is kind of where it's important if you're the last person, if you were player 4, to determine whether you want to leave the honor in there so that it will go all the way around the board one more time, or end the game right there if you think that you've
that's
got
where
it
the
capped.
strategy comes into play.
1 and a card. Discard 1 to draw 2.
This looks like a big hand. Big
Play
hand
my cannon.
for Adam.
Play the Void Thirster.
Lot happening.
I love the constructs are coming out at the end of the
Hey,
game.
we just said it in Munchkin, the nitty-gritty. You'll learn that nitty-gritty is one of my
I've
favorite.
noticed
favorite
already
things.
that you love nitty-gritty.
It's just when you get down to the end of the game, you have to fight for what you're going to believe is going to help you win. And this is
And now
let's say it again, the nitty gritty of.
You can't use it twice. You
I'm
just
gonna
use
use
it twice.
it
You
as
have to let a
much
round go
as
by.
possible.
No, I'm banishing nitty gritty from you. I put it in the void for the rest of the game.
I didn't see a card that you played that allowed that. Nope.
He bought a couple.
If this were Munchkin, I could do it. I could Munchkin nitty gritty you.
You could.
Told you
That
that
sounded
might be
weird.
The game-winning card right
That
there.
did sound weird.
Surprise.
I won a lot of games.
Oh man, was that a hiccup or a laugh?
Very loud.
I don't know.
Never know.
You'll never know. Come on, there we go. Back to Adam, the Aaron Paul of Ascension. What's he doing?
Something to kill.
This is going to be interesting. I
Is
honestly,
that a tormented soul thrown back out there?
it is, and we've just got a defeat of a monster. Tossing back in the board. Looks like we've got back up there a mistake of creation, which is a quick way to gain 4. I really think
there's
Adam,
the rocket courier. Another rocket courier.
burrow mark. No, it's
No,
not
that is the burrow marker.
too.
Sorry, I
And
got
he's-
excited of
that's-
thinking
you did.
mechanic constructs.
And it looks like, look at Tim. I really think this is down to Adam and Tim. I think Adam might have this, but it's going to be really close. And that it all could come down to this hand by Tim here as he's extending and reaching, and he takes a 5, banished that mistake of creation. Took 4, changed 1, I believe, and there we go.
Flipping over that.
A drizzle
Ooh,
staff.
the drizzle staff.
Did I say that right? Is it a wrapper?
It's not a wrapper.
It is. It's my egg drizzle staff, yo.
Egg drizzle staff, yo. Egg drizzle staff, yo. Either way, it's a good card to have as a lifebound.
What's she gonna do? You're gonna gain 1 power per turn. You might spend 4 to gain 3. That's actually a great way if you have that out early or mid game. Actually, mid to late game, a quick way to reap the rewards of some immediate honor.
Because you need
Another
10.
gallon.
Looks like we have about 5 honor left too.
There's all kinds of green.
And we all know what part of the game, what time it
That's
is.
2 of it.
Game time, who?
It is the
I think it's gonna
Game time?
We'll see.
nitty gritty.
No, come on!
I gave you all the opportunity to say no.
I wasn't. I was thinking about stuff.
Spend on nothing.
I can't believe all of us.
So upset at myself.
I gave you 4 warnings.
I needed 4 warnings, not 4 warning. 4.
That is true.
Down to 4.
Judge
Oh
call on
boy.
this one, but
Who do you got right now? If you had to pick who you think took it,
you call.
It's so hard to
who'd you
say.
say?
I can
Um,
spin my 2 first.
I want to say Adam, but there's just something about Jeremy that has. It's very like he doesn't have a lot of honor showing, but I feel like he has a lot of honor that's in his deck that could be the difference.
Never
As I
had to
see
do that
3 honor left.
3 honor left. They probably brought over Christian just to talk about, make sure they're playing the round right as far as who's going to be closing, who's going to be going last. Who knows?
Oh, that helps though.
Look, I wanted.
I love this game. I love this game. And there are tons of iterations of this game.
I have plenty of them. I'm good.
Of course, for all you fans out there of Ascension,
6 here.
several subsets that you can play. Highly recommend getting the app, playing late night online after your girlfriend's gone to bed
I do. I really want to see another.
while you're supposed to be cleaning up.
Oh, wait, no, what am I saying?
It's not a personal
You
tale.
got that pile there. It makes you feel pretty good, huh?
Oh man, that's 4 heavy infantry.
Maybe 10. I don't know.
At least they're happy. They're all happy.
I like that.
I mean, if you buy that, it's only 4 points anyway.
It's
so
4 points.
Whatever. And you're
Whereas
Okay.
I get 2 of these and still get 4 points.
See, you might as well just go for the.
This is
heavy.
back in the end. This is part of the game.
You get 4 points.
A lot of
Oh, great.
conversation
Actually,
going
I'll
on,
remind
so
myself here.
you gotta kind of hear all what they're saying. Hear them out a little bit.
What's Jeremy have on the table as far as his constructs when we get to this
You're not
next
going to
turn?
cycle around and
You
see.
know,
Can he
if it
take
wastes
out
the
all
He
the
has
honor?
the
You know, if I
he has the Watchmaker's altar,
doesn't get
Okay.
used.
and I believe he has.
Over, though. Have you been
If it's a
Can't
one,
see it right
He's
now.
got a burrower.
yeah,
No,
no.
better not.
He's got the burrower. He's got the rocket courier.
He's got. I
And
believe
he's
it is
got a
the
void
Grand.
thirster.
Well, actually,
So
I believe that's actually the grand design he has. He is
where?
we'll see what happens. I'm not going to
Yeah.
banish a card
Jeremy.
because it doesn't matter anymore.
Did I say the wrong person? Jeremy with the Iron Maiden shirt. Oh, I meant
Sean.
Sean.
I wonder how much longer the
Ugh,
game
man. I'm so sorry.
I'm going to need.
Yeah, they're not
How
a-
often do I disappoint you?
It's becoming more of a thing.
You know what I try and do? I just want to get to the nitty gritty of the names.
We do run out of gems.
Okay, so they are continuing on.
I believe this might be the last turn, however.
Yeah.
Okay, but
They
we
put a
want
little
the
more
colored
from
in,
the
don't
bank
go too
into
far.
the honor pool because they have to make it through one more
I need a red.
round depending on whoever started.
I have 3.
And there's probably going to be some big hands being tossed.
Yeah, 100%.
Hundo.
I can't buy anything that's in a row.
Snapdragon, 2 Snapdragons out there. Drizzle Staff. 3 constructs out there. Little Lifebound plus the golems.
No one went for those golems, which was,
Yeah, your turn.
I mean,
Might be one of those cards where it's too late in the game to have any more effect.
yeah. I mean, because you know you're not going to draw it, but still, you got 3 constructs out there if you're.
Oh, big hand played right there. Adam plays a powerful hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attack.
He has 9 attack,
Sounds like 4 cultists to me.
but there's no monsters, so he's probably going to kill the cultists 4 times.
You're buying this.
A lot of cultists.
Handed him a few points. I hope that's not the difference, but I think it might.
I just feel bad for that little guy.
We'll find out.
Takes a beating over
It takes
and
a
over
beating.
again.
It's kind of fun though because the artwork reminds me of like Jim Carrey going crazy in The Mask.
Oh, that is actually very
He's done. I'm done.
Did I do it right? Is that the right sound? Oh,
That
that sounds like a small motor.
Ooh, another contract play. That is the Burrow Maker.
Burrow Mark
Burrow Mark
2.
2.
What happened to the Mark 1?
We will never know.
Poor design. We'll talk to Apple about that. What happened to your Mark 1? Oh, there it is. What do we have? Lots of runage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 with the option of 7, right?
Don't look at victory numbers. Just go for the pretty looking.
They're all the same.
Oh, they really are, aren't they?
Yep.
It honestly doesn't matter. So I'll
6
go
with
for
the
it.
It's
option
big right
of
now, too, 'cause
7,
this is
and
the
he's
last.
taking what's. I don't know if that's a.
Love that card.
I'm interested to see. What did he just take? The twofold? What a weird play for me.
Now I can only buy this.
You know you're not going to get around to using it. Twofold is
This is
only
probably
worth
the
2.
Especially on the
saddest
last
thing
round.
And you
I've ever
spent
seen in my
4.
life. You guys can vouch for me on this
Huh.
one. I'll put it down.
I mean, that would be, you know,
That's 4.
we'll see how that
Just
unfolds for Tim,
blanket,
but
boring,
A very,
that
yeah,
kind of
like you
stuff.
said, a very interesting play. There has to be
There has
some
to be
other
a
motive.
reason.
Round
Maybe,
one is 4 apprentices and a militia. I'm like, what? That's a start game.
because
not an end
he
game.
had 6, he could have taken the, how much is the Drizzle staff? Well, I guess they're about the same.
it's so
Snapdragon and Yggdrasil.
So embarrassing.
You can get a mystic.
Get a mystic and kill 2
consolation
cultists,
prize.
and that's.
So 1 and the one right
Avatar
there.
Golem's only worth 2 as well, so maybe that was the best play.
Yeah,
Maybe he did
it
that
might
and
have been,
took the
maybe,
cultist.
yeah.
Ready to count.
All right, ready to count?
And
Game, guys.
I believe it is down to the counting
Feel great about it.
phase. Here we go, the final tally. This will be very interesting to
I'm
see.
gonna guess
What a
right
game
now
of
that
Ascension.
if I guess right,
Justin, how you
it's
feeling?
right.
Just interested. I'm going to give them a chance to hear them counting out, see if we can hear anything.
I don't want to hear him. I want it to be a complete surprise. I think Tim may have.
I still think Adam.
Yeah.
I think Adam might be the one that won. To me personally.
You're the one that won. Hoo hoo hoo. Sorry.
Grease.
Yeah, it's the word. And what my engine needs. Hey, I got something for you.
No, I don't want it right now. Put it back. I don't want that Unrivaled Tournament Series
Actually, you can count the gems.
2017 sticker.
10.
Audience, what you can't see right now is me giving Justin. You know, I'll give it to you on camera. That way they can see it.
Count again just to be sure.
All right, the counting is beginning. This is going to be a close game. Winner's going to Vegas. This is kind of a lot of excitement.
I am jazzed. I am tingling from my brain to my feet.
This is all this game coming down to this.
Right.
Yeah.
And what do we have? What's going to be after this? Do we know?
After this Ascension game,
Yeah.
we will be
I'll say
covering
it out loud
the
'cause I know I
championship
lost.
round of King of Tokyo.
Heyo.
54.
that will definitely be a fun one.
That's
to watch how
embarrassingly
that
low.
unfolds.
I think I lost to 69.
Here we go.
73.
Here we go.
I've got 10, 20, 30, 40,
The question is, do you check? Do you check your math?
55.
Do you check someone else's math?
Yeah, that's a very interesting point to
mean,
bring up. I think the judge is counting.
You're right.
It's just
Like
to
CJ is
confirm.
just verifying.
I can't really
But
tell
I managed
who
to
won
kill
after
all my
there.
apprentices.
I think the
but one.
expressions
I'm
are
amazed by
remaining.
that.
68. I think the first time I got 68, second time I got
Oh,
69.
I saw a point.
73.
73 for
Got some
Adam.
tens for you.
Did you read his lips?
I did.
That's impressive.
What's your name?
I saw 71.
Adam.
Adam, I see a
Adam.
name.
What'd you get? 65.
65 and then you said
So I got second.
That could be the winner, I believe.
He's got to count Tim.
Second.
Let's see what he's got.
Sounds like
Oh,
68.
This
Handshakes
guy's the silver
being thrown
medalist
around.
all the way
I know.
up.
It looks like Adam at
Congratulations,
least
silver
beat those
medalist.
three.
I'm going to give him more props.
And it looks like
This is all placing for money.
that's it. It looks like that's it.
What'd you get?
Yeah. That was fun.
I believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's
it
the
is
smile.
Adam.
The
Adam is
smile,
gonna
the
get the win. There we go. It's definitely interesting because there's all this counting that goes along with it. You're unsure of what player has it when the judge comes around, but hey, we figured it out at the end of the day. Adam got it, and you know what? Hey, kudos to Adam. That was a well-played game of Ascension.
Good. What a blend.
That
It
was
looked like he had an incredible blend. Great mix in his deck. A lot of strategy, killing monsters and picking up cards. A very good game. It was hard to tell who was leading.
Yeah,
but
I think one of the very interesting things about this specific game of Ascension was the fact that each player kind of rolled into this with their own strategy of what they were going to play. Some were playing constructs mainly, some were playing heroes, some were buying a lot of mystics early on, those draw cards. I know that Jeremy was playing a lot of draw cards early on. It was just an interesting way that this kind of played out at the end. It was a very close game, though.
And it didn't look like anyone was attached to a specific faction. It looked like it was a really nice blend back and forth. There you see the Unrivaled banner. I think we have our winner will probably be coming in, Mr. Adam. It's going to be fun to see him play in Vegas.
Yeah,
that's going to be an awesome final to watch.
Interesting to see that him, with everyone we're going to see throughout the finals. He played. That was probably one of the better low-key played games of Ascension that I've seen someone play, but still able to execute what their strategy was kind of trying to be and gain a lot of honor.
Right. Can I tell you, I was very impressed with your wordage and your verbiage through that entire commentary. So I'd love to give you a present for you for having won the Nitty Gritty Award on an unofficial Unrivaled sticker, 2017. That's for you.
That's for me. I appreciate it.
For chucking out the Nitty Gritty card at least
12 times.
12.
Like we were saying, like we covered with Munchkin, back and forth, people at the top, people at the bottom. This was more of everyone was there at the top. People kind of talking. And the good thing about this game, there was a lot of conversation with it. So it was kind of, they were having a great time. They were enjoying themselves. And it just went for some good television to watch.
It didn't look like there were a lot of disputes, which can happen if you get too into it. And of course, obviously, we recommend all sorts of friendly behavior at our tournaments. Like you said, a lot of back and forth. So it'll be interesting to see as we unfold the rest of these regionals. What kind of strategies we're going to see? Are we going to see more of those factions being paired? Are we going to see more Mechana out there? It'd be interesting. Again, probability return on investment's one of the higher factions, so it should be interesting. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm glad to be here. I'm excited to see what's going to happen down the line.
It's going to be good as we're going down now.
There's Mr. Mike,
our champion Adam of the Unrivaled Tournament Series game of Ascension. And there was our champion right there with Adam in. Just like we said, another great game played by our champion. That was Ascension, the deck building game of one of the 6 games in our Rival Tournament Series. Up next, we have King of Tokyo, and I'm sure you're going to have a bunch of fun with this one. This is the championship game of King of Tokyo. Winner will go to Vegas, and we'll be right back. We're going to take a short break and then come back for King of Tokyo.
King of Tokyo. going to be die to be rolled. Lots of die to be rolled. Cards to be flipped.
Tokyo's to be saved.
Tokyo's to be saved.
And we are back here in our Oomba TV studios here. The Unrivaled Tournament Series, Ontario Regional at the Ontario Mills Mall. We just saw a great game of Ascension. Earlier saw a game of Munchkin. Saw winners for Nevermore and saw winners for other games. And we're about to hit probably one of the more entertaining games of the Unrivaled Tournament Series. King of Tokyo.
KOT.
Base, dice rolling base game. And I think we're just going to have a lot of fun with it right now.
I know I'm going to have a lot of fun watching it. So many elements to King of Tokyo. You've got your dice. You've got, I believe it's 6 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 great characters. This truly is an epic game. Lots of fun. You're basically got 2 different ways to win. You can either win via 20 victory points or knock out all of your opponents, eliminate them via health. Starting at 10 points, knock them all down. And
we'll, as we play again like we have the other games, we'll keep explaining the rules. This is one of the more simple games once you get going, and it's also fast-paced, a little thinking game. Luck based on the dice roll, but strategy on how you're going to play with those dice. And as you see, like it's going to be a fun game. Again, the winner of this featured table of King of Tokyo is going to go to the finals in
Las Vegas.
I missed it on.
Horrible.
I just missed it on that one. That's my fault.
Here we are already at the table where they have chosen their characters. We've got Kevin and a couple more people, I believe Oscar and 2 other guys that we're going to meet here in a second. Can you do you have a favorite character, Justin, that you like to play?
I like the King. I like the King because
he's hairy.
Yeah. I like the King. No, well, not that, because he's just a big dude. He's a beast.
I
think I just like it. So
my favorite is Cyber Kitty.
Why?
I don't know. It's just furry. And we're off. There we go. We're off. Let us sit down. We got Kevin, Oscar, James, and Jared here at the table. That is, let's see. Who do we have? Kevin right there. And interesting way to determine who goes first. Now, there's several components to King of Tokyo that are very interesting. If you're in Tokyo City, if you're the monster sitting in Tokyo City, you deal damage when you deal damage to every other player. If you are not in Tokyo City, you take damage from that monster, but can deal damage directly to the player that's in Tokyo City. You're looking at the dies. We've got a couple different numbers on the die, 1, 2, and 3. In order to pick up those victory points that we talked about, if you roll one of those numbers, 1, 2, or 3, if you have 3 of them, so either 3 1s,
so
3
just
2s,
like
3
we
3s.
saw right there, we got Jared rolled 3 3s and got 3 points right there. 3 victory points already.
3 victory points. Now, if you roll an additional 3, that doesn't mean you get 3 times 4. You just have that first 3 victory points, and then there's an added +1 bonus.
Yes,
so you pick up 4 victory points. Other ways to pick up points, you've got those little lightning bolts, the energy. That's how I feel. I've got my Diet Coke and had a Subway sandwich. I'm ready to go. I've got energy. They can pick up energy on the board. That's those green gelatinous cubes. For every one of those that you have, you can purchase those energy. They're the little lightning bolt insignia. One of those 3 cards in the center row. And you'll see they have a purchase cost of what we're looking at are all 3 at the moment.
The 3 cards we have right now have certain effects. We have media friendly out right there, so it's you gain 1 victory point whenever you buy a power card. The other one, we're only making it stronger. When you lose 2 health, you or more gain 1 energy. And if we have Psychic Program, if you can re-roll a die of your choice after the last roll of each other monster. If you re-roll a heart, discard this card. Now, the thing inside Tokyo, when you first get inside of Tokyo, you get a victory point. And if you stay inside Tokyo the entire time and he gets back to you, that's 2 more victory points. Now the strategy when it comes, and we talked about the strategy, how long are you willing to stay in there? Because 1 roll, if you get a Yahtzee, you're screwed. Like right here, we got 3 attacks right here by our main man, Jared. Looking for 4 attacks right now.
So that means Kevin that's in Tokyo just took 4 damage, and he's going to yield. So he takes that damage, and then he yields it to Kevin. So the monster who damaged him,
he's yielding it to Jared.
Sorry, used it to Jared. Yield it to Jared. My fault. I'm too hyped now that we're playing.
And so it's all about strategy. What you're going to take, how are you going to heal, whether you stay, because you cannot heal like we said in King of Tokyo or while you're in Tokyo. So we see 2 3s, hoping for some 3s, but we do see 3 paws, 3 attacks by our man James right there.
In the rulebook, they like to call those smashes.
But
those
it does seem that Jared is going to stay in there and take it, so I believe he's at 7 health right now.
Come on, stay in there. Take it, Jared. You can do it.
Ooh, another attack right there. He's going to definitely take that.
The one thing we didn't talk about are those health on the dice. Whenever you roll a health and you will get a health, you'll heal up. You can only heal at 10 unless you have a certain card that says otherwise. Now, very important, if you are the monster inside Tokyo, you cannot heal via dice rolls. You can heal via effect through a power card, but you cannot heal through dice rolls. And the one thing, just like Yahtzee, and now I've never been a crazy Yahtzee player, but you get 3 rolls, correct, Justin?
Yes, you get 3 rolls.
Okay.
You can stop at any time. If you're satisfied after your first roll, then you're good. If you're satisfied after your second roll, you're good. And you see Jared's getting attacked. He's down to 5 health right now, but he's going to stay and get those extra 2 victory points. So he can't heal yet, but he's looking for just big attacks, so he takes...
He's going to take the 2s.
So
there it is.
Take 2, so that's 2 points right
probably
there.
Roll those 2 more and see if he can pick up.
Oh, got another 2.
So that's
going
to mean
another point. He's getting 3 points. He's getting 2.
And 2. Oh, wait, he's going to go for...
He's going to go one more time. Got a 3, unfortunately, for him. So he's getting 3 points, though, plus an energy. So he's adding up. He's probably up there at 9.
I would have kept the energy. I was curious to see him, but...
he's buying...
Did he buy Psychic Probe?
Well, it looks like
he did
the
buy
Psychic Probe.
Which is a great card. You can re-roll a die of your choice after the last roll of each other monster. If you re-roll a heart, discard this card. Very potent card to play on your enemies.
Yeah, that's definitely a card.
Let's see. He'll probably use it, I'm guessing, as soon as this person rolls.
Now, the card brought out was Camouflage, and if you lose 1 heart, roll a die for each heart you've lost. Each heart reduces the loss by 1.
Now that card can be played by the monster in Tokyo, as we did. We played this game the other day.
It was a good roll right there if we're thinking about it.
Hey, he's looking at Psychic Probe. Yeah, he's probably going to play. He's going to play it. He gets to roll his last die.
So if he rolls a heart, he discards the card.
He gets to roll it for him. Did he roll it already?
Nope.
So there he goes. He takes it from him.
He's getting to pick his one.
Yep. And don't know what it was. Tough to see. Not a heart, though. So Jared continues to keep that card in front of him.
And we go on to Oscar right now. He gets his ready for his first roll.
Batman.
A couple attacks right there. That can get Jared down to 3 health right now. So he can technically end it with 3. He can end Jared's run right here with 3. But he got another... So he's going to heal a little bit. So I'm going to be willing to bet that Jared's going to yield. Oh, but he's re-rolling one of them. And he rolls another pop for another attack. So
that stinks.
So he is trying to avoid it.
And there he goes.
And now he eventually just kind of got the same roll. So he's down to 2 health, I believe. And now he's yielding it down to Oscar, and that's, hey, he's going to need to heal somehow.
He's going to need to heal pretty quickly, too, because if Oscar, well, I mean, Oscar's in Tokyo, so Oscar doesn't get to roll any attacks. So Jared will at least have a chance to heal up a little bit.
But I do believe that Oscar just bought.
What did he take?
I believe he bought it the only we're making it stronger.
We're only making it stronger.
And then Kevin has just bought Camouflage.
Oh, one of my favorite cards.
He's keeping it down. He's thinking about it.
Kevin with a big roll. 2 smashes, 3 VPs. He'll probably hold on to all of that except for the 1. And does he? No, he's going to re-roll again.
Got an attack, but he's going to re-roll them all.
Going gung-ho Charlie on this one. Oh, we do have a plot twist out there. One of my favorite cards. I love plot twist. Before resolving your dice, you may change 1 die to any result.
Oh, and he changed it to an attack.
He did. You can only use that card once. Now you can spend 2 energy, 2 of those gelatinous cubes to wipe it clean. And there he is. He picks up, what did he pick up there? Camouflage that time?
He brought up Camouflage.
Ooh.
Oh, a good card turn. Evacuation Orders is out there. And if you play that, you play it 1 time, but all other monsters lose 5 victory points. It is worth 7 energy. As we see Jared right there looking for hearts, he's take 1. What should he keep? I would re-roll it again, try to see as many hearts as he can. And I think that's what he did.
Load up there. And what a great roll. Picks up 2 more hearts.
I would roll them all again and get the hearts again.
Okay.
Gets an energy, gets an attack.
Okay.
So he gets himself back to 5, which is pretty acceptable. He is going to attack, though. Let's see
Does
if
1 damage to Oscar.
let's see if Oscar yields to this one.
Probably.
Nope, he doesn't.
He's gonna stay.
As we see James right there. James with a nice roll, 2 attacks right there and 2 hearts, but he's going to keep only the attacks.
Now this is kind of a cool position to be in. James is yet to be in Tokyo, and he can kind of sit back and start really like just hammering away at whoever is in there.
So he had 4 attacks. That's a
big.
massive move.
And I think
Oscar's going to stay and get those 2 points. So I think Oscar's sitting around 5 maybe.
Right.
Are you taking your
can't heal.
2 attacks. 2 attacks though.
He's got. We're only making you stronger when you lose 2. So, but he did gain energy. He should have gained energy from that because he does have that card.
That's true.
And like you said, he's down to 2. I don't know where. He got 2 attacks, so he's going to deal damage.
He could have played. Yeah. Yes. There we go. Ooh. Now it's the risk of what do we want to take right here?
Really interesting to see what Oscar is thinking here.
And there's another attack. So he had 3 attacks attacking everyone, and that brings. Oh, but Jared's trying to change it.
He can change the roll.
And he gets it again! He rolls it back to another attack, so he's down 3. Both times he's trying to prevent himself from getting attacked. He rolls an attack.
It's like he looked at his hand and slapped himself in the face.
That is a very frustrating. You think you have a great card, but it's frustrating. But as we see the camouflage, so every heart that he loses, he gets to
right,
roll.
The camouflage. Who's got camouflage on them? It is Kevin. Does Kevin have the camo on?
Yes, Kevin has the camo.
So Kevin's doing okay. I gotta be honest. I don't know if Oscar's gonna make it back to this time.
Kevin already has 10 victory points, which is pretty. It's a lot
11.
for the first.
11. He's got 11.
Oh,
11
my eyes are bad.
But your brain is good.
Yes.
That's what matters. They're not really connected.
No. As we see, an acid attack is pulled out. The acid attack replaces the plot twist.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Acid attack, you add an attack to your roll, and you get to keep that card.
Have they used the plot twist yet?
Yes.
No, it's still in front of him.
Nope.
He's thinking about Oscar. Oscar is got it.
Oscar has it, yeah.
But it's for his dice, before resolving his die. And there it is. 2 energies, 1 smash, 1 health.
Change anything?
He was
a little
asking,
juju on that dice.
He was saying which one do we want him to re-roll, and he re-rolls a 1.
So Jared's still using that card. And that's kind of
That's
the cool thing.
that's the cool thing, yeah.
Keep. There's on the bottom of the card, it either says keep or discard, like you mentioned. That's a pretty powerful card.
Kevin back in Tokyo. Oscar yields. Let's see how Jared does this time. Jared's been getting the run of the bad luck right now. Gets 2 healing. He needed those. And he has a 2/2, so I think he's going to keep those as well.
I have a 2/2 as well. I keep mine in my closet.
There's another there's another heart right there. So he's slowly healing up. I'm not sure. Oh, he threw the 2s away.
He said no. He said no, no, no.
Gets another heart.
Another heart?
4 hearts for him. That's actually a good move for him because he's slowly getting out there, getting back to where he once was. As we see James now.
Again, James kind of just trotting along there. 7 health. Looks like he's at about 6 VP. Question is, what's he
gets the 2 he was
there
looking for, so he gets 2 points.
Hot.
But however, Jared's going to re-roll it. He's hoping he doesn't get the 2. And it's a paw again. I don't know how every time he rolls
but
that.
That's okay.
I know, but it just bugs me that somehow it's always an attack. Not bugs me, but
do you think he's got a weighted hand? Is that what it is?
I just think it's just unlucky, I guess.
I think he's great at cupping.
Again, this is the final table, featured table, final championship for the Ontario Regionals of our King of Tokyo. Already gone through Munchkin, already gone through Ascension, gone through Nevermore, saw those winners. Now we're looking for the winner of King of Tokyo. Winner for this will go all expenses paid to Las Vegas.
Not a bad trip.
Finals.
And we also saw that Epic Spell Wars.
Epic Spell Wars, that is true. Anshul he had a great game.
Yeah, he did.
A great game to figure that one out.
Spewing out spells.
Yes. So we have 4 of the 6 already figured out. King of Tokyo right now is the last one we're looking for.
Now, is Jared sponsored? Because it looks like he's got a
sported
hat
something.
and a shirt that are coordinated. I know outfits aren't big, but they're big for me.
And that's a point for you?
Yeah.
I mean, it says jinx, but maybe he's jinxing himself with that Oh, that's
There's
big. A lot of energy.
3 energies
What can
right
he buy?
there.
Like you said, if he
But
takes
he
that
says,
7,
I don't want, yeah, it's not worth it anything.
It's critical.
There's
Wow.
attack, 2 heals.
That was surprising because he does have a couple energy cubes.
Yeah.
And I would have thought.
I think he's looking just for the healing, and he gets 4 healing, but however, Jared's going to re-roll one of them.
Man, that card is brutal. Psychic Probe.
Put me at 6.
All right.
There you go.
Let's make a rough. How much health do you have?
It's 3.
You have 3 health?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Here we go. Jared back at it. Okay, now I think he's probably going to start making moves.
I think so too.
What's he do?
He's looking at his health right now.
You ever been psychic probed?
I have not.
Haven't. It's nice. And it's a lot like acupuncture.
So as I've heard. There's an attack he's probably looking for.
There we go.
Jared's one of those guys that loves Tokyo.
Yeah, you can tell. Sideways hat, shirt that says Jinx, standing when he rolls. That's important. If you get your whole body into it.
You get the can't think of the word right now.
Thrust.
So I'm just
Headstrong.
No.
Push.
We're just gonna stop
Velvet.
there. We're just gonna stop there.
I got to velvet.
I know. Velvet was just my code word, my keyword,
word?
my safe word right there. But Jared's back in Tokyo, where he rightfully belongs all the time.
Tokyo.
As we see James. James is one of those quiet guys that's kind of just hanging around, but he's doing a very good job of it. 9 health. He uses an attack. He's at 6 victory points too, so he really needs some victory points.
Yeah. Is he at 9 health or 3?
1 damage.
I can't tell.
It's so hard to see.
Let's see when he's well.
There's Jared with that psychic
And an
probe.
attack. So he attacks himself.
He attacks himself.
That's just a comical thing at this point.
Yeah, it's like that scene in Liar Liar when Jim Carrey's bashing his head on the bathroom stall. This is my second Jim Carrey reference.
Yeah, well, that's when we stop it. There's only so many James
Velvet.
Carrey references.
Velvet. Space Penguin.
I'm gonna
Dude, I like Space Penguin.
Space Penguin's pretty savage.
It's a good word. Icy Blasters definitely makes you savage. That would be my bowling name.
Ooh,
Icy
took away.
Blasters.
Didn't take the 2 attacks. God is 3 hearts. He
God
needed
is 3
those.
hearts,
Oscar
definitely.
looking for those.
Can I see one of those hearts?
That's a pretty solid roll. Get the 3 hearts. You don't kind of get everything. As we see, Jared's going to try and sabotage.
Hey, well,
Gives him a.
He could play his plot twist there if he wanted.
He could.
Declined.
Yeah, he declined.
And he's staying.
Oh, I forgot. I don't think he realized that he could have played.
Yeah, I mean maybe he didn't want to because he's not in Tokyo.
Ooh, there's the 3 1s.
Not in Tokyo.
And he 3 3s. Oh, wow. That got me excited right there. I got really excited right there.
For those of you that couldn't see, Justin actually got elevated out of his seat. It was only a centimeter elevation, but it was.
But he took away the 3s.
He did?
Jared rolled it and took away the 3. Right. He rolled an electric.
Oh, that's brutal. That's where that psychic probe is just.
So Jared gets 2 points because he's back to his turn.
And he's getting up there in VP.
Yeah.
He is.
You never know.
He's keeping that bolt. You know why?
Oh, 2 attacks.
Oh, 2 smashes from the giant Gigazor, which is Jared's.
He's asking how much health they have.
Doing a little room check, doing a health check. There's King. Close up on King. And this is a big roll here.
Oh.
Nothing
Everyone
doing.
takes 2 damage, but he gets the roll. And I get 2 energy.
Let's see if James can come in and...
Taking 2 damage.
Yep. I take it. Here you go. All right, there you go.
James is kind of like the quiet assassin. Hasn't been saying much, but has been doing a lot of damage and just kind of doing his job, essentially.
I refer to my odor as the silent assassin.
That is just disturbing. As I move a little farther away from you.
That's my version of a psychic probe. Here he goes, Jared with the psychic probe. Boom.
Come on! I'm telling you, man.
Come on!
I'm telling you.
That's impossible.
I'm just telling you. It might be just the air in Ontario that's just breaking it down.
The high altitude of Ontario Mills. weighing on Jared's dice.
On the bright side, not a heart, so.
Oscar healing up a little bit. There he is.
Damn.
All right. That's good. It's a pretty prolonged game. No one's been knocked out yet. And I actually don't know if we're getting that close. 2.
Jared has that just psychic probe just lingering all the time, and it's just a great card to have.
Until he rolls a heart, that card is lethal.
Yeah. And surprisingly, he hasn't rolled a heart yet.
Surprisingly,
look at all those
Oscars. What is he cashing in, Oscar?
Is he going to get the acid attack?
I couldn't see.
It looks like he's getting.
I couldn't see.
Yep, he took the acid attack.
Oh!
That's a huge move right there.
Means he gets to add 1 smash to his roll every time, right? It's a keeper card?
Yep, and the nuclear plant replaced it, so you get, with that card, the nuclear plant, you get 2 victory points and 3 health added to you. So that's but you have to discard it, but that's still a great card to have.
An instant boost. Instant boost. Does he? Wow. Did Kevin need that much health? That's big. But Jared says, "Nuh-uh, not in my house, not in my roll." And it's like
we're just gonna accept it at this point. We can't really do anything about it.
What is that? 5, 6 at least 6 smash rolls on that psychic probe?
He gets 2 more points because it's his turn again, and he's still in Tokyo.
He is staying. No one has really done damage to him at this point. I would guess he is really shooting for those VPs. And you do get a victory point every time you enter Tokyo.
Yes.
Right.
So, if I get 3 energy.
You ever been to Tokyo?
I've never been to Tokyo. But I've been the king of Tokyo. It's kind of a weird thing.
What's that mean?
It's a tabletop thing.
Hopefully you don't get
board games.
Oh, no energy at all. Let's gamble.
Ooh, didn't like his roll right there.
Sometimes you got to go gung ho Charlie. That's what I like to call it.
2 attacks. 2 1s. I think he's looking for victory. He's probably pretty close on victory points as well.
I think so too. I think that he. What did he do? Let's see.
Let's go big. Go big.
1 last roll. Rolled them all.
He went gung ho Charlie again, and that did not pan in his favor.
So kind of a questionable.
I get 1.
What he was going there.
Yeah, I mean.
And
the reroll.
That's it.
So he gains the health, I believe.
And over to Oscar, or I mean
James.
to James.
Nope, he's got his 3s. There's 3 points right there. Give me 1 more 3.
Big. This could be a.
Actually, he's taking the health too. So he gets his 3 points plus the health.
He needed that. He
gets his 2
gelatinous cubes.
Yep.
His energy.
Yeah, I'm gonna take 1 of your energy.
Oh, but he's re-rolling 1 of them.
Here goes Jared with the psychic probe.
And he gets him the gelatinous cube.
Not too bad. And he's trading. Oh,
he's getting the evacuation orders, and and he's playing it right away.
Oh,
what a huge move right there.
Does he go down 5?
No,
just
all other monsters lose 5 victory points. And at the time where we think that Jared is so close to winning, -5 is huge, and that's a very big move. Think about it this way too. If Jared rolls something other than that energy, he can't buy that card.
Right.
And so
James literally just tossed a rope out his window, crawled down, and bombed the place. Like, bombed the place.
Essentially, that is exactly what happened in a metaphorical way.
Yes, evacuation orders. I love this. I love the homage to the old monster movies.
Yes. The newest card out there is apartment building. You get it, you buy it, you get 3 victory points.
You buy it, a monster gets to lick your windows, and you get 3 victory points. Come on, look. He looks like he's cleaning the windows.
I'm surprised that Jared has not rolled a heart for this.
Me too.
He's still in Tokyo, but he's going to yield it to Oscar. Smart move. I think he's still at like 2 or 3 health for Jared.
Oscar's packed with a couple really fantastic cards though out there. That acid attack.
Yeah, that -5 hurt.
It's going to come in handy.
Not me, but.
There it is. Final roll. And Kevin. Not much doing. Probably take those.
Let me give him 1 of your energy cubes.
Alright, go for it.
Jared's going to roll for him.
This is going to be the time he's going to get a heart.
Oh, gives him a gelatinous cube. Little energy. Someone's got to get in Tokyo, and I believe it will be Kevin.
Yep.
Hopping in.
All right.
Hopping in, rolling Mecha Dragon.
Right there.
All right, Jared. Let's see what this is going to be like.
What to do now?
How much health do you have?
2.
Ooh, he's got 2 health. But he's giving away those 3s. I would have kind of taken those 3s.
Well, I mean, since he got knocked down, maybe he's going a different route. Maybe he's going to start attacking.
1 more.
3 health. He's trying to heal himself. He, like we said, he loves Tokyo.
Right. Who doesn't? Well, again, I've never been. I
not
feel like
in my
I do.
favor today.
Yep. The James, the silent assassin, sitting there.
Silent James, the monster assassin. Look! Oh yeah, that's big. Rolls another attack.
Life, 1 energy.
Can I see that?
Wow.
Nah, you're good.
I mean, he's only at, I think he's at 9 victory points. Nothing big, nothing crazy.
So I take 3.
Yep.
So put me at 7.
But still something that can catch up at.
And that's it for
Yeah.
Kevin. That Kevin is ducking out, and he sends
Welcome to the
James
Man,
into
sometimes when you fall
Tokyo,
think
which
this
I believe is the first time. It's the
yeah.
first time he's been
I
in
believe
Tokyo.
this is the first
Which
time.
could be problematic because I can't tell whether his card reads 3 or 9. But if it's 3, this might be tallying, towards
Yeah.
the end of James.
Got his 2 though. He got another 2. That's going to be 2 points. Should he take the energy though?
I don't know. Sounds like a great book. The End of James.
Oh, he rolled another 2.
2.
He gets 3
Oscar!
points, but he knows Jared has it.
How much points do you have?
He's going to roll.
1.
He's asking how many victory points. Oh, he's keeping it. He's letting him have it. That's good guy Jared right there.
Is he?
Babe,
Well,
the power.
you know what? He might not want to because if he chances and rolls the heart,
True.
it negates it.
I was just going the power of my reading fellowship that I had.
Where'd you learn that, by the way?
Just a lot of TV with the sound off.
Nice. Your parents
Essentially.
were very, very upset
Ooh.
people. Huh.
2 attacks,
2 attacks.
but he's not taking them.
No.
He's just looking for victory points right now. Smart move, I guess, if you don't
Okay.
want to go in Tokyo.
Oh, that's big. There's that other 3.
There's that 3.
Can he do one more, though? Because if not, James will just play his Psychic Probe and take it away from him.
True.
And he doesn't, unless he's got something to keep it.
Can I have that?
Now do your Jared take the chance of...
Oh,
Yep, Jared's
there
going to roll
is.
it.
That is so cruel, Jared.
And it's gone and he
that's
loses it.
But I don't believe he takes...
But you do get a health.
He doesn't get that third 3.
I don't believe so either.
That'd be interesting. Might be talking to the judge about
It
that.
has to be, yeah, I would think that it's a judge ruling. And he buys the apartment building.
Okay.
So he's going to take 3 victory points. So he gets the 3
He
victory
essentially
points.
gets it anyway.
Yeah, so now the Skyscraper is the newest card brought out onto...
Oh, +4.
And that's +4.
And that's a quick hit. That's a discard, right?
Yep. All right, 3 health. I don't think that's what Jared kind of wants going on, so he takes just the energy cube. Or is he going to take a few hearts to heal?
I once did a climb up the Hancock Tower.
Did you?
Yeah, and that was one of the tallest skyscrapers I've been up. Yeah.
So, interesting move by Jared right there. Sorry, the transition. I'm all into this King of Tokyo game.
I'm
all
into
in.
it.
Do 1 damage, and I will buy.
I just wanted to tell you about my experience, my life experience.
Clearly I
Sometimes
didn't.
it adds. And
Clearly I just didn't care.
You didn't care at all. You literally monster stomped my life experience.
I just threw something on you. That just...
All my Wesleyan folk watching, remember when we went up that cock.
And back to the game.
Back to Unrivaled. Here we are.
James is
King of Tokyo.
2 hearts and 2 damage.
You're in Tokyo, so
it's
the
no
hearts
hearts, that's
being nada.
Yep. Well, I still got damage. Oh, yeah.
James dealing out 2 damage. Got his 2 victory points. I think he's sitting at 12.
You don't remember the rules, right?
Yeah.
Here's a chance for Kevin to take
Ooh,
back his
2 and a
health.
3. Okay.
See, this is where the strategy comes into play when people start getting cards and having the rerolls of the dice, who you want to attack, what you're going to take.
James is at 12 VP, 6 health. I'm surprised we haven't seen one person knocked out. Usually by now, somebody's gone.
It seems like a crew that's looking for the win and victory points.
Yeah, it does. It does. It's not a lot of...
Again, the strategy, it's maybe different in Ontario, and then maybe 3 weeks in Seattle, we're going to have...
People be...
Yeah, exactly.
Just going for it. I mean, that's me. Like, I'm a pacifist. I like staying out and then kind of...
We see Oscar's back into the King of Tokyo with his penguin.
Yeah, but when you play with Alfredo, he's like a very cutthroat, jump in, start swiping type guy.
There was that card right there that gave him just a powerful move. It's an interesting...
A 1.
Oh.
A valiant 1. Nuclear power plant.
It was used. Yeah, that was just used. Nuclear power plant, I believe, by Oscar, that just got him a lot of money. Or a lot of... Gets 2 victory points and 3 health, which is not bad. And Jared rolls a nice...
big.
Gets 3 points right there. So let's see. He's hoping... he's discussing. He's asking who's at what. He's going to re-roll everything.
You can get 3 more 3s.
Ooh, there's a 3 and an attack. Now, do you keep the attack or he's going to stay?
That's it. That's probably it.
So he gets 4 points.
Oh, and that puts him at 16.
So Jared
is 16 for the Gigazor.
Jared, as I will say, has been the most aggressive player in this game, and it's looking right now he has 16. I don't know where his health is.
But I was going to say, now comes the time, because if he can survive out to the round, that's going to bump him to 18.
That is true. This is where people have to think they may have to sacrifice just going in there.
Mm-hmm. And I would start looking at the cards that are on the table, what effects they're going to have.
Mm-hmm.
That plot twist that's sitting out there still.
There's a 3. James gets his 3 points, though. And he used an attack, so he's shooting down. Gets his 3 points, going back up to 15, I believe, is where he has his victory points now.
James is at 15. That's big. And if I'm Oscar right here, I am looking to do some heavy attack damage to Mr. Jared. You've got your acid attack.
He got 2 points.
Oh, he already. Oh.
Now he had the 3.
He gets to add 1 to his roll.
Gets 2 health.
Is he gonna keep him?
I think. Oh yeah, he's.
Wow.
He's taking him.
And I'll take
and he's at.
I'm gonna stay.
It's hard to see on that
7
one.
VP.
Oh, yeah.
I think he has a little more than that. It's just hard to see. Wish we were just in the room, kind of overhanging everyone while commentating. I think they might get a little bit annoyed, but we're off in our own little studio in this little game workplace.
We don't want to give you our exact location because we know, obviously, with all the
paparazzi,
autographs, we can't sign things.
So 2 attacks.
Again, both of us suffering from a lot of arthritic hands at the moment from having played so much King of Tokyo recently.
3 attacks.
3 attacks.
So he's shooting down Jared, but Jared can't re-roll again. 4 attacks.
Oh boy!
So that's going to really make Jared think about whether he's going to stay in, because he can get the 2 points here
and get a VP
and could possibly get 2 points.
Go for it. That could be
the suicide mission.
Ooh! What's he doing? Oh, he's thinking hard about it. What's he at? 2 health. 2 health. 17 VP.
Points.
That would put him to 19, and all he would have to do is roll a power roll for VP.
Do you take the chance here?
You take it.
He is doing it. He's doing it.
He's sticking in there. He's staying in Tokyo. And the rest of the players, they can only watch at this moment with anticipation.
Yeah, but if not, he's dead.
Ooh, 1, 2, 3.
Or he's. What is he doing? Oh, he's using the 1, 3. He's using 3.
Just taking the 3.
Oh, he got 2s.
He's got to take the 2s.
He's got to take the 2s.
So he puts the 3 back in, and this is the
one
final
more
roll.
2.
If he rolls a 2.
Oh, Lord.
I'm squeezing my legs real tight.
He got a 2, and he's the winner of King of Tokyo.
I believe, unless we miscalculate. Yes!
I'm King of Tokyo. Good game, guys. Yeah.
And he is the winner. What a ballsy move. Has 2 health, goes in there needing just 1 point. Oh my goodness.
That was crazy. Yeehaw! I just want to yeehaw!
Oh my lord!
There's our judge congratulating him. What a play! Really risky.
Yeah,
on the last roll. The last roll.
But now you can only use
any die to a face of your choice.
Oh man, that was. This is why King of Tokyo to me is one of the more exciting games of this Unrivaled Tournament Series. Something like this that can happen and just put something over the top. And man, that was a game that, you know what, we talked about at the beginning that Jared was one of the more aggressive players in the game, and it kind of showed. And a lot of people like James was kind of silent, kind of slowly sipping out there. Jared was aggressive, wanted to be in Tokyo all the time, wanted to do stuff, and in the end, it worked out for him.
Paid off. Very slippery slope, though. Very slippery slope. What a fun game.
Yeah.
Like we talked about, sweaty. It was a great way to end
an amazing. It's just an amazing day of
tabletop. So much tabletop, so much good tabletop.
And just let's focus back on that King of Tokyo game. Jared is always trying to go in the King of Tokyo, all of Tokyo. And at the end of the day, it was him staying and being aggressive that kept him win the game. He didn't have any cards. He had that one card that let him re-roll the dice, but other than that, there was no beneficial things that really helped him continue, like get points or anything.
Although, if we will, wherever that there it is, our psychic probe that Mr. Jared was playing the whole time really worked in his favor. Seemed to have that heavy hand of always tossing a smash, a monster smash. Sometimes that hand hit him in the face a couple times, if you will, figuratively
Hey, but
speaking.
kudos to you, Jared. You were super aggressive.
That was great.
It was just one of those things where, hey, no disrespect to Oscar James or Jared, or Oscar James or Kevin, because those were, again, them were playing a fine game of King of Tokyo. And that's where we say it's all luck on rolling the dice, but it's strategy on how we're going to do that. And at the end of the day, we saw it. Each one of them have their own strategy. Kevin wanted to have more cards. Oscar was kind of whatever. James was very silent, staying in the background.
Silent Ninja.
And silent Ninja
played outside Tokyo.
Yes, exactly.
Several ways to play outside the ring. And it'll be interesting, like we talked about with the other games, as our series here at Unrivaled unfolds, to see what other players do in other regions. And again, if you're one of those players, you still have a chance. You have a chance to go to Vegas.
And the interesting thing is people are going to be watching from other places. They're going to be watching this as we see. This is Jared. We're going to shoot it down to Jared, who is the winner of the King of Tokyo Ontario Regional. And that is just a congratulations to him. He gets the all-expenses paid
Jinx crew.
trip. Yep.
His whole Jinx crew.
The all-expense paid trip to Las Vegas in October for the finals.
I have to say, Justin, I think it was the fact that he got in there, his whole body, when he got full body tossing, like, you can't beat that. You stand up and throw that dice. Way to go, Jared. Way to go.
All right.
Yeah. Just goes to show you that age-old adage, big beards sink ships in Tokyo.
And we had an amazing day for the first regional final of the Unrivaled Tournament Series. We want to say congrats to all our winners, our Epic Spell Wars winner, Anshul, our Nevermore winner, Rebecca, who had an amazing win with getting the Royal Flush on the very first roll of the game. Our Munchkin winner, Chaz, had an amazing game of Munchkin that was just hardcore all the way to the end. Our Ascension winner, Adam played an amazing game with all those people, and then it all off the great game of King of Tokyo. What do you have? What's your takeaway from this first weekend?
Oh my gosh! Well, first, before I forget, thank you to our amazing camera crew. Thank you to all the people at GameWorks. Thanks to all the people meandering through at GameWorks in Ontario Mills, stopping by. If there was one thing I would take away, it's that you've got a chance. You've always got a chance if you put yourself in the game. Tabletop is where it's at, and there's a reason Unrivaled is the largest tabletop tournament in 2017. We're gonna have a blast. I mean, you're stuck with me. 12 more rounds.
I won't say unfortunately. We got a lot of time. We got to figure ourselves. Next week, we are in Las Vegas, Sin City, where, hey, the Dice City, dice cards, that's the perfect place to start again. Keep it going, and I can only say that with this start that Ontario, Las Vegas is going to be. Are you excited for Las Vegas?
I'm pumped. I'm so pumped.
Don't know what kind of voice was.
Sorry, I don't know.
Alrighty,
I dropped
but
it.
for Oomba and Unrivaled Tournament Series, I'm Justin.
I am Tim, and we will catch you later.
We will see you next weekend in Las Vegas. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you later. Happy gaming.
Happy gaming.